Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Chelsea versus Villarreal in the Uefa Super Cup for 2021. This is going to be fun, this will be an interesting game, see how Chelsea do, see if we can get a win, see if we can actually win a Super Cup for the first time in God knows how long. No, and this is me being quite serious. For us, try and be the best team we can. Try and perform on the biggest stage and see what we can do. Because at the moment, we gotta try and do the best we can, perform on the biggest stages and do what we can. But it's going to be a hard game. It's going to be a hard game for us. But like I say, if we can give it the best we can and give it our best shot, you never know what can happen on a day like today. If Chelsea play well, we'll win the game. We'll win the game. If we play like the team we are and we play with absolute precision and absolute passion, I can see us winning this game. It's just going to do well. Do you guys like the background? Got the Chelsea vs Villarreal, the 2021 UEFA Super Cup, the first half. Come on, Chelsea! Get free wherever you may be. Well, famous,
You were one of the managers, Joe, and it was really moving to see these young children involved in projects across Northern Ireland.
Come on, Chelsea! Well, for the Chelsea! Over and hello, everybody. How is everyone doing on this fine evening?
And this campaign, I really feel we're in the right thing to do it. It's brilliant, bringing hope. You know, online hate, we're putting a stop to that and helping educate players, parents, kids. It's a fantastic thing. Absolutely. 2% of the population in Northern Ireland are immigrants, and they receive 48% of the abuse. So, you know, the numbers are staggering, and that's why United.
Here we go. Let's see what you guys. We're going to put a vote on here. See who you guys think will win the game between Chelsea and Villarreal.
As far as Thomas Tuchel's concerned, this is
Chuck goes for your head! Chuck goes for your head! Chuck goes for your head! God! Controls! Champions of Europe! We are! Champions of Europe! We are! Champions! 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 Get it, boys!
the players made their way to the field for the first time of many times this season. Let me hand you to your commentary team.
Hey! Come on, boys! Guys, when the game kicks off is when the voting will stop. Champions of Europe! We are! Champions of Europe! We are!
To win a trophy. Both coaches will quite rightly tell you that this is a preparation game as much as it's a reward for last season's achievements. But both teams want to leave Belfast with the Super Cup.
We've never won the Super Cup. They've never been in it. We've been in it like 4 times in our history. I mean, we won it once. Kante's captain. Basically one of our best ever midfielders since Makelele and Lampard. So it's like mad. Champions! 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 Champions!
Trophies that will sit proudly in the respective cabinets.
Look at that, the crowd is full mostly of Chelsea fans. It's great. It feels like a home game for us. N'Golo Kante! Oh, N'Golo Kante! Oh, N'Golo Kante! Here we go, lads! Chelsea! 3 are playing at the back with Rudiger, Chalobah and Zuma. Then it's Alonso, Kovacic and Kante in the middle, then Hudson-Odoi. Then you've got Ziyech and Havertz playing off up front. Timo Werner for Chelsea. Come on, boys!
Having just recently returned.
I've got the Chelsea new away kit. I just won't be wearing it on stream because it doesn't seem to work well with the green screen colour. So I'm having to wear my old-fashioned Chelsea classic kit.
The referee tonight is Sergei Karasev from.
Go on, Chelsea! Put your comments in the chat, folks. Who you think is going to win? And also, just put hi in the chat if you guys want to say hi. And subscribe if you are new. Chelsea, nil. Chelsea, it's N'Golo Kante, Raul Albiol to see who gets kickoff.
So 8 of the Villarreal lineup started the Europa League final against Manchester United. Sergio Asenjo is in goal, with shootout hero Geronimo Rulli a sub after COVID. Pau Torres and Raul Albiol are experienced and solid in the centre of their defence. Liverpool old
Come on, Chelsea!
Moreno is in midfield, and Gerard Moreno, last season's 30-goal leading scorer, starts up front. Well, the domestic league season starts for both clubs this weekend, so both coaches are managing minutes and using tonight as the final tune-up. But there are still plenty of
boys!
including the men who scored in last season's European finals, Kai Havertz and Gerard Moreno. It's Chelsea's 5th appearance in the Super Cup, their first since 2019, as the Chelsea players take the knee.
Chelsea fans taking the knee. Well done, Chelsea! The game gets underway. Chelsea versus Villarreal in the 2021 Uefa Super Cup.
Is the target for both Chelsea and for Villarreal. Glenn Hoddle, if you're the coach tonight, how do you approach a game like this with the big stuff to come at the weekend?
Yeah, well, you want to compete, you want to be on the front foot.
100% Chelsea! Hello guys, put your question in the chat. Chelsea 1, Villarreal. Chelsea 0, Villarreal 0. Sorry guys, I get mixed up from time to time. I'm just a bit rusty. I've had a couple of weeks break. Yeah, champions of you, we are.
What you would say already is that Chalabar starting on the right hand side of that back three.
Come on, Chelsea! Keep playing well. Go on, Alonso. Alonso. Well done, Alonso. Go on. Chelsea just passed the ball around. Let me know in the chat who you are supporting, Chelsea or Villarreal.
It's a big night for him in the blue of Chelsea in a competitive fixture for the very first time.
Come on, Chelsea. We're playing. It looks like we're gonna have most of the possession and most of the ball, but Kovacic, come on, pal.
Dramatic shootout win against Manchester United. That's the first chance tonight for Dia.
Well done, Kante! Well done, N'Golo! Captain Kante at their end to save us. That's just typical that we make a big, massive mistake and then Kante has to come and save him. It's like it's what most players.
Gives the ball away in the middle third, and Villarreal, they're on the break straight away. Nothing came to it, but a better side, I think.
Oh, unlucky! Unlucky!
That's slipping play.
The idea actually was in a really good position. If he had a little bit of awareness about him, you see Alberto Moreno come herring past them. If he could have just slotted him in, he went the wrong way.
It's an attacking setup tonight for the Spanish side, who are trying to keep four high up the pitch if they possibly can. They try and push this Chelsea.
Just gonna put a couple of like.
A lot of experience in the centre of the defence, particularly with a man on the ball. Raul Albiol, still a key man for them at the age of 35. It's a game being played tonight under relatively calm summer skies. It was pouring down with rain this morning, but thankfully that's all disappeared in conditions just about perfect.
Go on, Chelsea! Well. Come on, boys! The three of you, welcome in the chat. If you guys like the stream, hit the thumbs up button, get to like, subscribe if you are new.
Had a really good season last year, culminating, of course,
Chelsea 0, Villarreal 0, 3 minutes played. I will do this to about the 10th minute to let you guys all vote on who you guys want on the poll. I'm going to be doing these polls before, during the game and at half time to say what you think of, say, Chelsea's first half performance, Chelsea's second half performance, and what you think of the game as a whole. Oh, is that not foul? Well done, ref. Well done, ref. Well done, ref. Hopefully Alonso is not injured, because we might need him for Paris on Saturday.
It just goes in a bit late, catches him and goes down. But Havertz is growing as a player. There was a little bit of a change halfway through the season. I think it was Palace game, I remember, where his game just changed. And as you say, Fletch, he had a good, decent Euros. I think he's going to have a good season. I really do.
Significantly more Chelsea fans inside the stadium tonight. We think there are about 1,000 who have made the journey from Spain. There are significantly more who have come across from London for tonight. Here's Chalabar.
Well, Chelsea!
Hudson-Odoi is starting tonight as the right wing back for Chelsea.
They don't take any chances from Villarreal, do they? You see how they just sit right back. Yeah, everybody behind the ball.
Come on, Chelsea!
Almost turns into a back six at times.
Chelsea on the board at the moment, about 5 minutes played, 0-0. Go on, Hudson-Odoi! Oh! Come on! Throw into Chelsea. Unlucky Hudson. Unlucky Hudson-Odoi. Unlucky.
The fact that there was a lot of talk towards the back end of last season that his release clause might be met.
He's had some summer, hasn't he, Pau Torres? Spain, and then right off to the Olympics, came back a couple of days ago, right into the team.
That diagonal ball that Kovacic has just hit is how Chelsea are going to get in. Go down one side. As
well, Chelsea.
There's a back six at times, but the diagonal's on.
Go on, Alonso! Oh, Alonso! Oh, lucky! Go on, Chelsea! Go on, Chelsea! Well done, Alonso!
He has a terrific ball, great run, good time. He's on.
That's good football from Chelsea. It's a good start from us. It's a really good start. Fast flowing start.
Where's that centre forward when you need?
I think he's just landed at Biggin Hill.
Biggin Hill, yes.
Here goes the Chelsea corner.
Werner!
Timo Werner with a shot, Asenjo with a reflex.
Oh, Timo! I thought that was in. I thought that was in. Timo Werner, unlucky. He was out the keeper, that was in.
Unai Emery, right down below our commentary position, is already having to be dragged back into the technical area by the Uefa delegate down there.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Oh, right.
Chalabar.
Chelsea 0, Villarreal 0, but it's all Chelsea so far in the first 7 minutes.
Zuma. And now Rudiger.
You might see me doing the madness if we score in this game. Go on, Chelsea.
You just see Alonso making that same run again. He's trying to get on the inside of the fullback, and
this is good football from Chelsea. Very good football.
The right player on the ball. Zuma had the ball.
Absolutely great football. This is from Chelsea.
Chelsea are looking for the two wing backs getting in behind.
It's Kovacic.
Come on, Chelsea. Ziyech. Oh, I thought he was going to go and have a proper goal.
He's got support over there from Hakim Ziyech.
Oh, lucky. Well done, Kovacic. Well done, Cover.
Kovacic able to keep the possession.
Keep going, boys. Chelsea, keep going. Go on. Hudson-Odoi.
Opportunity now for Hudson-Odoi to have a go at Moreno.
Hudson-Odoi. Oh. Unlucky. Unlucky. Unlucky.
As Glenn said before, that ball over the
That's
top.
unlucky.
Whenever he
That
gets
is unlucky.
Hudson-Odoi with Moreno, he should just drive at him. Here's the chance. Look at Moreno's body shape.
I thought Timo Werner that would go in, but unlucky. Unlucky Werner on that attempt, but we're going for it. We can already tell from straight off the bat.
That's a decent stop actually, because I don't think he would have expected it.
Yes, Thomas Tuchel, who had such a huge impact on Chelsea last season that culminated in the Champions League
cover.
winning Porto. He's unbeaten against Spanish opposition as a manager.
Oh, Alonso. Oh, Alonso. Oh, that's filth. Oh, that's filth. Oh, that was filth. Go on, Havertz. Kai.
Havertz with a good
Oh.
It's 2 or 3 times
Well done.
already in the opening 8.5 minutes that Chelsea
Kante. Oh.
hasn't scored for a long time.
Oh, I thought Kante was going to score. Oh. As captain, I thought he was going to score there. Oh my God, N'Golo has nearly scored for Chelsea. Nearly 1-0 Chelsea, shot by N'Golo Kante, just wide. But it's getting Chelsea getting closer and closer. It's just going to be a matter of time. And we will score a matter of time.
Like a save, that, isn't it?
I thought that actually, Mac. Yeah. Like there was a slight touch, but maybe it's them balls, they do swerve a little bit.
We have about a minute before the 10-minute mark for you guys to vote on who you are supporting.
Here's Pau Torres.
Come on, Villarreal on the ball at the moment for Villarreal. Villarreal on the ball. Way! Sit down.
It's going to be a goal kick
Sit down.
for Chelsea. Unai Emery wasn't good enough for Arsenal, but he's been more than good enough so far for Villarreal. Won the Europa League for the 4th time as a coach last season. And lost the Europa League final with Arsenal against Chelsea back in 2019. And if his energy levels down there are anything to go by so far,
10 minutes have elapsed, folks, so no more voting. No more voting, folks, on the poll.
It's the first potential test here for Mendy, Edouard Mendy, the Chelsea goalkeeper.
100% are supporting Chelsea. Alright, get in, boys.
Villarreal corner.
Villarreal corner, about 11 minutes played. Chelsea 0, Villarreal 0. Come on, Chelsea, defend this.
There as well, the number 25 is a familiar face. Rudiger with the header.
Go on, Kante.
The swing and the miss for
Go on,
the
Werner.
Europa League winners. Just want to squeeze in the cross though, Albiol, which was dealt with.
Get it out! Get it out! 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 Well done, Alonso!
Cleared by Alonso with a clearance and almost found our commentary position.
Maka would have brought that down on his chest.
Oh, no problem.
Stephen Mann brought that ball on his chest. Wow. Pardon me.
Much better Villarreal when they do this, though, aren't they? Get up the field and want to attack.
Come on, Chelsea.
Defend your way out of a game like this.
To do that, Steve, they do have to have some possession, don't they? They make 3, 4, 5 passes, then they can get bodies up forward. But the spells already in this game where Chelsea have been quick to win the
So
ball
guys,
quickly.
put some questions in the chat. I'm happy to answer as many questions as you guys put in front of me.
It'll be interesting tonight to see when Thomas Tuchel makes his changes. He's got some players who have only just come back for pre-season training after extended holidays after the Euros. He's got to make sure that he's got enough preparation into the legs of his players with the matches to come. It's a bit of a juggling act for him, and other coaches too. Yeah. There's Pedraza trying to run.
Well done, Hudson-Odoi. Well done, Callum.
It's really good defending. I think that's the question mark if you're playing Hudson-Odoi at wing back, is how is he going to defend? And he tracked back really well.
Well done,
Got
Callum.
side, good position, wins the ball and gets a foul.
If you guys want to put any questions down, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Like, subscribe if you are new, and hit the thumbs up button as well. I'll be highly appreciated it, folks.
It's a nice run.
Led by Timo
Oh,
Werner.
Werner.
Etienne Capoue there, just ahead of
Unlucky the edge.
Ziyech.
What?
was one of the fortunate ones, Glenn, last season. He was taken off for the shootout, Etienne Catou, so he didn't have to go through the process of being involved in that epic.
There's a bit of that in there when there's
shootout,
a penalty shootout. Let's hope it doesn't go to that tonight, because you want to see a winner in 90 minutes. The last thing that these two coaches want really in a pre-season scenario is extra time.
It's the usual format tonight for a European final, extra time and penalties if necessary. The 7th time that it's England against Spain in the Super Cup. It's actually 3.5 years since Villarreal lost to a non-Spanish team in a European fixture. And they did prove last season, didn't they, that a club from a relatively small town without the unlimited resources can get it done against Europe's best teams. They're a wonderful story. There's Antonio Rudiger and now Alonso, and just out of picture, Unai Emery's keeping up with play.
At times he looks as if he's marking Marco Alonso. Unai.
Go on, Chelsea!
The UEFA man here, the delegates having kittens chasing after him.
Moreno forward is Boulaye Dia.
Go on, Rudiger.
Pino.
Oh, get out of a situation like that. Oh, only we can do that. Get out of a bad situation in case I have a hole. Oh, that was brilliant.
Go quickly, Chelsea, because Villarreal, half the team was completely over on the left-hand side. That's where they've slowed things down a little bit.
No, but we're doing quite well. Just keep
Really
the
good
ball.
plan
Just
with
have
it.
hold of the
Chance to
ball.
play quickly and
See what we
go.
can do with it
Yeah,
and see what can
behind.
happen. Who's going to score Chelsea's first competitive goal of the season?
On Marcos Alonso defensively. He's got to be aware of those responsibilities and when to release himself the other way.
I'm interested to see how it's going to work.
18, played a lot of games for them last season, but it's a difficult test for him tonight against this Chelsea side.
Come on, Chelsea!
He's effectively playing right back at the moment, isn't he?
Chelsea actually playing quite well. We're creating chances, trying to do as much as we can, but so far it's Chelsea 0, Villarreal 0.
He's picking up some awkward positions here. He's not opening his body up. He's doing a job there, but you sense Alonso, if he makes in times his run, he'll get in.
Come on, Chelsea. Go on, Werner. Go on, Timo.
Well, Werner managing to keep his feet despite the attentions of Albiol. Here's Havertz. Kovacic. Callum Hudson-Odoi has been a real presence on the right-hand side.
Go on,
so far
Hudson-Odoi.
for Chelsea.
We're trying to get through Villarreal's defence, but the only problem is they've got literally 11 men behind the ball thinking, can you come and break us down if you can?
Kurt Zuma looking for that run of Alonso.
Oh, Alonso again!
Test Pino
Oh,
again.
that was...
Who involves himself, and Pino on this occasion wins the battle.
He made a nice run actually again, Alonso. The ball was just a little bit floaty from Kurt Zuma.
Yeah, he didn't take any risk, did he, Zuma? He just floated. He didn't need to be zipped in. Because he was goal side again, Alonso. That's how they, Hudson-Odoi and Alonso look as if they can get in behind this back.
I will,
six, isn't
one
it?
thing I will say is Chelsea are playing really well.
Alonso's medal last season made it 5 in the family, didn't it, with his grandfather winning 4 with the great Real Madrid team of the 1960s. Another one added to the tally. There's Chalobah.
Oh, go on, Chalobah, lad!
Hudson-Odoi.
Oh, keep hold of the ball! Hey! Well, the ref! Free kick to Chelsea. 18 minutes gone. 18 minutes played. 0-0.
Really good position, weren't they, the officials? Yeah, it was a foul, wasn't it?
Well done, ref.
Chelsea centre-backs have gone in there, all 3 of them. Chalobah, Rudiger and Zuma. Zuma who Scored more goals last season in a single season than he's ever managed to do before.
Come on, Chelsea. Someone in blue, get head onto this. Come on, free kick for Chelsea. 90 minutes played.
Free kick that's taken by Ziyech.
Oh, unlucky Ziyech.
By Gerard Moreno.
Oh, Ziyech.
Kovacic.
Go on, Ziyech.
Ziyech with the
Oh,
fifth
unlucky. Unlucky. I thought he would take advantage back, I thought, there for a minute.
He's another one this season, Glenn, isn't he? Hakim Ziyech, who'll want to kick on a little bit, be more of a factor for Chelsea when it really matters.
Yeah, you just feel there's a little bit more to come from him, isn't there? I think at times he's got to make some run. In those little pockets, they play two sort of number 10s.
But it's mad, man. It's mad.
In those positions, makes little blindside runs and Mason Mount. He's got to bring that into his game, Fletch, a little bit.
Oh.
He wants to play to feet all the time, and it's easier to.
I'm nervous, right? I'm really nervous right now.
It's going to be really interesting, isn't it, watching Chelsea, how they evolve this year. Of course, if
Watch out!
the Lukaku deal goes through, which we fully expect now, he'll be there. Well, who's he going to play around him? Is it going to be Havertz? Is it going to be Werner, Ziyech? Is it going to be Pulisic? It's going to be really interesting. See who grabs the mantle of playing. A little late there.
Gerard Moreno, the Villarreal player, is being fouled by Antonio Rudiger.
Nothing in, was it? Can't get carried away for that. It's this little tiny touch of his foot.
Chelsea are unbeaten in pre-season so far. They scored 6 against Peterborough in the last match. They've had decent tests so far against Spurs and Arsenal as part of the preparations for the new season. It's the first time tonight that a major game is being played at Windsor Park, a major UEFA club match. Free kick taken by Trigueros.
And what makes it even more special about this being the first club game, or UEFA Cup game, being played at Windsor Park, that is a British team that is featuring in it. Which is us. And we're still playing in the United Kingdom, but just a Northern Ireland, so it's like it's still home away from home for us.
We felt it should have been a Villarreal throw-in.
Come on, Chelsea!
Alonso to Werner.
Go on, Werner! Werner! Oh!
Did well in the end. Very, very
Unlucky Werner.
Yeah, Albiol, 35, Steve. He played 47 matches last season. Not too
Unlucky
many signs
Werner.
of him slowing down.
Not at all, and Werner's quicker than him, you can see that, but his body position just gets his arm across, gives Werner a little push just to get him unbalanced. Just there, Werner runs it out of play.
Had a fantastic career. Won a World Cup with Spain. He was involved in a couple of squads that won the European Championships as well.
It was interesting though because it just pressed a little bit
Go
harder.
on! Havertz! Kante! Kante for Chelsea. Ziyech! Ziyech! Havertz, unlucky!
And by Foyt, the former Tottenham man. And Villarreal causing their own problems at the moment.
Oh man, come on boys!
Alonso.
Go on Alonso! Go on Alonso, boy! Oi! Oi!
Battle between those two.
There was a foul, wasn't he? He did well, Alonso.
Alonso was doing well to stay on his feet.
There was a
The
foul.
guy was literally tired, attacking at his feet, at his heels.
Yeah, it was one of them, wasn't it? Gets to the byline and I think he's going to come out with the ball, Pino, and Alonso just gets his body. Look how he uses
well done,
his body
Alonso.
again, just
Free kick to Chelsea. It's Hudson-Odoi or Ziyech to take.
On the back foot.
So if I keep doing this with my nose, folks, it's just gonna keep doing that just because it's just cleaning it up. 24 minutes played, 0-0. Ziyech.
Ziyech on the delivery.
Alonso.
Here's Alonso.
Ziyech. Back in the melon pot. The Chalobah! Unlucky Chalobah. Unlucky.
Yeah, he chose to try and bring it down.
Unlucky.
Ziyech, look,
The ball went across from Ziyech towards Trevor Chalobah, and unlucky for the youngster. He just didn't get under his feet, unlucky. And it's a corner to Chelsea, Hudson-Odoi to take.
Everybody thinking Marco van Basten.
Nah, that would have been some goal if it was. Throw in for Chelsea, Alonso to take. Chelsea are playing really well. We're just waiting to see if we can make this pressure count.
25 minutes in, 71% possession by Chelsea. Shows you. Great of you, Thomas Tuchel. Lots of the ball. Just probing.
Probing. We're trying our best.
There's a diagonal ball from Kovacic.
Go on out to the door.
Well for Chelsea, whether it goes to the right side or
Hudson.
the left at the moment.
Go on, Ziyech.
Ziyech over there. The last
Another corner. Come on, Chelsea.
is Alfonso Pedraza. So Chelsea corner.
Ziyech to take the corner for Chelsea. Go on. Over everyone.
Timo Werner.
Yeah, normally you have one of the bigger lads going around the back, spinning out on the back post, and someone like Werner.
Sorry about me yawning, folks.
It's a strange one. It's over here, but if you've got a big centre back running around the back, you've got a chance of knocking it back into the danger zone.
Well, 13,000 supporters in the stadium tonight. Not full due to the restrictions, and confirmation there of the significant advantage in terms of possession that Chelsea have had so far in the first half. Villarreal drew with Leeds at the weekend at Ellen Road. They lost at Leicester just before that, a game that was marked by that horrific tackle on the young Leicester defender Wesley Fofana. They've also played against Marseille and Lyon in pre-season. Their main bit of transfer business has been turning the 1 point loan into a permanent move, but apart from that, they've not done a great deal. There's Kai Havertz as Timo Werner's waiting in the...
Good! Yes! Hakim Ziyech! Hakim! The Moroccan magician! Hakim! Bloody Ziyech! Come on! Hakim Ziyech! Come on! Get it, Chelsea! Well deserved! Get it, Hakim Ziyech! Come on, Chelsea! He is back with a bang! Hakim Ziyech, who had a rubbish first season he was, looks like he could have a great first season with the club. Come on! Get in, Ziyech! Come on!
Ziyech is coming in, he just tries to get contact on it. It's decent contact, enough to get past the keeper. A really good goal, and that's what happened.
Hey, Chelsea! Chelsea!
There's a bit of space there which they hadn't had up until...
Come on, Ziyech, boys!
Villarreal, normally defensively, the very strange.
We are what we are! We are what we are! Come on!
A little free run and knock it into the net. But Chelsea thoroughly deserve it, at least. Good start from them. Got the goal that they deserve.
Come on!
So Hakim Ziyech with the opening goal. Here's Trigueros and now Pino. And one or two appeals that might just have struck the arm of Alonso as he slid in. And Moreno with the shot then. which is off target. Well, we know from his time at Liverpool that goals for Alberto Moreno are a rarity.
Yep. There's Alonso going to ground. It actually wasn't a great cross in, was it? No, no penalty.
He has
it's
scored
so
in
interesting,
nearly
isn't it,
every pre-season game
Chelsea just score, and then it's the best
this
chance
season.
Villarreal have had.
It's a good chance for Chelsea on the counter, which is being led by Kovacic.
Other than the Arsenal game.
Now Kai Havertz. Chalobah.
Come on, Chelsea! 2, 3, FFP! We are famous, CFC!
Really good look at the switching out there towards Hudson-Odoi. Here's Chalobah.
How is everyone doing?
Kovacic.
Guys, put your question in the chat. Oh, look at Alonso. Unlucky Marcos. Unlucky.
It was certainly on again.
Oh, I'm enjoying myself. That goal is amazing.
Simple ball in.
That goal, amazing.
Ziyech
Ziyech.
nowhere near him.
Ziyech. 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 The Moroccan magician. The Moroccan magician. The Moroccan magician. The guy is a magician, man. Oh, he's scored nearly every pre-season game for us. He's scored nearly every pre-season game for Chelsea, other than Arsenal away in pre-season. Other than that, he's not scored. That's the only game he's not scored for us in pre-season. So he's actually doing well.
It looks half a chance there. Every now and again you think there's wide open spaces and there's blue shirts funneling back, and that's a part of pre-season as well. Work ethic.
Come on, Chelsea!
So the Premier League kicks off on BT Sport on Saturday lunchtime. Manchester United against Leeds from Old Trafford from 11:30. On the 21st of August, Liverpool against Burnley at the same time. And the following week, Manchester City against Arsenal. And you wonder what those two teams might look like by then, with the transfer window closed and still so many potential deals in the pipeline for a whole number of teams in the Premier League.
Yep. Hello. Hi, aloha. How are you doing?
There's Manu Trigueros, Etienne Capoue.
So how is everyone?
There's Moreno, Trigueros.
So guys, who are you here supporting? Chelsea, Villarreal?
On the run, Dia making a good run.
Way!
The run off the line perfectly there, the Chelsea goalkeeper. The danger still not away. That's a good clearance by Chalobah.
Well done!
And then the break of the ball went Chelsea's way in the end as the follow-up cross came in.
It was a good chance, wasn't it? A good save. He needs to be picked up, dear. You see what?
So are you guys supporting Chelsea? Or are you guys supporting Villarreal?
He's too far away from him. Mosey to the rescue.
He was so good last season, though, wasn't he? Edouard Mendy for Chelsea, Glenn. Equalled the record for clean sheets in a Champions League season. Hardly put a foot wrong since joining them after the campaign had started, and we saw his presence again there, timing that run off the line and making a really important save.
Yeah, there was no hesitation. He just knew he was going to smother that ball. He came out and he got his distances absolutely perfect, actually, to make the block. But he's been excellent for Chelsea, hasn't he, since he's arrived.
Come on, Chelsea. It's Chelsea 1, Villarreal 0. Hakim Ziyech with the goal.
Kovacic just had a little look there to see whether...
Go on, Alonso! Go on, Alonso!
He played an excellent ball to him.
Go on!
Well,
Oh, it's almost quick enough.
He was doing his socks. He was looking at
Oh,
his
I am
socks.
from Spain.
Suddenly
Okay.
he got caught out.
Ziyech pulls it back.
Oh!
First time by Alonso is a smart save.
Unlucky Alonso. Hey!
In the Villarreal goal, but it looks so dangerous, Chelsea, when they get the ball in wide positions like that.
He's made some great runs, Alonso, he really has, and he's picking out a blue shirt every time he gets to the byline. It's a half-decent save. I don't think he catches it that well, does he? I think he would have probably been better putting his foot through it.
Come on, Chelsea!
Trying to pass it into the corner, but they are getting in behind. Both wing-backs.
Corner to Chelsea, 35 minutes played. Corner's gone short. Oi! Well done. Well done, ref.
A little bit of frustration there. Doesn't have to make that challenge at all, does he, the centre forward for Villarreal?
Into the final 10 minutes of the first half that's been dominated so far by Chelsea, Champions League winners, who lead through the Hakim Ziyech goal. The goal scorer involved in the latest set piece here for Chelsea. It's a good ball in.
Oh, how have we not gone 2-1? Go look at Zuma.
With his head there, Zuma, having got himself in behind the
Right,
defence and put
hello,
the shot over the
if you're
bar.
going to say Dizzy Link is expiring, then you are going to be timed out.
Just stretching, isn't he?
And I'm being serious.
Lovely ball in.
They're having a look for a penalty check here, but I think they're going to wave it off. Yeah. A wonderful ball in, wasn't it, from Ziyech, just curling away from the keeper. Just a little bit too far for Zuma.
Mourinho couldn't control it. Two of the three centre-backs have had clear goal-scoring opportunities now.
Go
in the first
Chelsea!
half. Trevor Chalobah, Kurt Zuma. We've seen some excellent balls into the Villarreal penalty area from a whole number of Chelsea players in the opening 37 minutes.
Are you thinking Lukaku licking his lips for that service?
Certainly going to be a different dimension, isn't it, to the Chelsea team when you think that Jorginho was the leading goal scorer in the Premier League for them last season. The addition of guaranteed goals, provided he stays fit, is going to be another element that they didn't have last season.
Come on, Chelsea!
Strengthens their possibilities.
Go on,
in
cover!
other competitions. Well, that's gone against Kovacic.
Woo!
Bizarrely.
Yeah, it was a foul, wasn't it? Dia comes careering into the back of Kovacic. Just gets across him. I mean,
How on earth is that
How is
free
that
kick
a
for
free
Villarreal?
kick the other way?
he falls and grabs it, doesn't he? That's what it is. But it was a foul for Chelsea.
Oh dear. Strange one, that one.
Come on, Chelsea.
It's Petraza. It's a good run made through the middle by Chigueros, and alert defending back there for Chelsea by Alonso, who hasn't had to do too much of that so far in the first half.
You know what? It was a great run by Chigueros. It was just overhit. Should be a simple enough ball.
Well, Chelsea.
Villarreal have to take the corner, playing his 50th game in European competition tonight. Was on the bench in a couple of Champions League finals with Liverpool.
Well done, Rudiger.
Defensive header in there for Chelsea by Rudiger, who was outstanding towards the back end of the Champions League campaign last season.
It's Ziyech down.
Oh
See
no.
that what happens? It's on the shoulder, isn't he? So. As he follows Foyth across and
It happened, he didn't land on it, did he? It happens there, as he's trying to get across and mark and put Foyth off, something happens there, just you see him in agony. It's strange, because normally their one's on a sort of a contact when you hit the ground.
Well, it looks as if they're going to make a substitution straight away. Pulisic is out, the board's out, no messing around, no chances taken. Hopefully he's all right, Ziyech, but
It's not what we wanted to see tonight. We spoke about that, and the important thing for Chelsea, yes, they want to win the trophy, but he wanted to manage minutes and stay injury-free. It's an extremely strong Chelsea bench tonight. There's the man who's going to be coming on, Christian Pulisic, but you've got Jorginho and Thiago Silva, Mason Mount, Ben Chilwell, Aspilicueta, Reece James.
the starting the 11 on the bench is stronger than the 11 on the pitch.
That is true. Oh, 11 on the bench is stronger than 11 on the bench. That is like.
Not on the list.
You get down to Emerson at 33, who hardly plays for Chelsea, yet started the Euro 2020 final against England and got himself a winner's medal. But this is not what you want to see. A lot of pain on the face of Hakim Ziyech with a bizarre injury, really, in many ways. This is what he's going to remember the night for, though. An excellently taken goal for Chelsea.
Yeah, it's good play, isn't it? He's got himself in that centre-forward position. You know, he's not outside the penalty area where we see him mostly. He's hit the box and he's in there. It's not the greatest of strikes, but it's enough to beat the keeper. And there he is, really starting his season, or the beginning of the season now, after this injury. This is a concern, because it's not like a little calf injury or a hamstring. This looks like it could be serious.
Yeah, so innocuous, isn't it, as well? Poor thing. I mean, it's good that he's sitting up and chatting to his physios.
We saw last season, didn't we, as well, with Marcus Rashford at Manchester United, and then with England, that when you do get a shoulder injury, it's difficult to overcome in season. He's had to wait until the end of the season, and now he's going to miss the start of this one. They can be difficult problems, Glenn, can't they, shoulder issues?
Well, they certainly are, and also mentally for a player, because you're forever worried about going back down and falling on it, or making a tackle or getting brought down. You haven't quite got the confidence.
Hello, Cammy, how are you doing?
I think you find out whether it's strong enough or not, and that's a real problem as well with shoulder injuries.
Ziyech.
He makes his way towards the dressing room. So Christian Pulisic comes on, 6 goals last season, scored in the Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid. Actually scored here in this stadium for the USA last March in a game against Northern Ireland. And a very, very good player.
His injury is not too serious.
Yeah. Been playing very well of late, hasn't he, for the USA side.
Injury is not too serious.
Their star man, their leader.
Let me sort this out.
Yeah, they've just put Havertz on the right in Ziyech's position with that left foot, and Pulisic has come out onto the on the left-hand side in that sort of pocket. So it's interesting that, because Havertz was making good runs in that down that channel.
The message, the pin message is up top for you guys to get into my Discord.
Manu Trigueros. Tino had managed to steal a yard on the ball zone, but that's an absolute crucial from Antonio Rudiger. The Villarreal players aren't happy with that. Rudiger said, I got the ball.
He did!
But you can see what it was. He was getting the ball and the man. We say it a lot of the time.
Rudiger's in the proper... Looks like a dislocated shoulder,
You
possibly.
know what's coming. But it was nice and aggressive, wasn't it? You see
I love him! Hey, it's Rudiger for you. He goes in aggressively. But he won the ball.
I certainly felt when I saw it, he's won the ball, but he's left a bit on him as well.
He's left a bit on the man, but he got the ball. He got the ball. He got the ball.
Jeremy Pino was the player who was cleaned out to all intents and purposes by
Ooh, referee! He got the ball. Have it! I love that challenge. That challenge from Rudiger. Wait, have it as a proper challenge.
It's very difficult to pull out once you get that momentum to kick a ball and then
that challenge from Rudiger.
I think he knew what he was doing a little bit there.
I think that's the thing. Glenn, you've played the game, I've played the game. We know that he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Was a challenge that you used to see when you were young.
But he's been booked, so he's now got to stay on his feet for the rest of the game.
So he's marked his 150th game for Chelsea with a yellow card. Sergei Karasev just having a word with Thomas Tuchel as well. Possibly something the Chelsea manager said. Well, he's got the yellow card as well.
Oh man. There's a link up top if you guys want to join the Discord server.
Moreno with a 2-on for it.
Free kick to Villarreal. Come on, Chelsea, get to half time with the lead.
The two-man Chelsea wall made up of Kai Havertz, Timo Werner.
Come on, get away! Well done!
That kind of position, really. Unai Emery would have been expecting his team to make more of that.
Well, it was awful, wasn't it? Awful.
Not sure it was that good today. Oh, it was dreadful. I mean, what a position to find yourself in with the free. You've got all your bodies in there, and a delivery that hits the front post yet again.
Come on, Chelsea!
Into 3 minutes of additional
Whoa!
time.
Stop spamming stuff in the chat and you won't get timed out. Be careful. Spamming is a rule in this chat. If you spam too much, you get...
Had to go off injured as well, so Christian Pulisic on for Chelsea.
So if you guys want the Discord link, is up top for you guys.
One man who's desperately tried to get involved in the match is Gerard Moreno. He's had no real service whatsoever. He's running around and trying to find a bit of space, but Rudiger seems to be stuck to him in the main.
He seems like he's run a million miles to go nowhere. Look, he's shouting now. He's really frustrated.
There is Moreno. Quickly on the scene, Kanté. Trigueros. Pino. Chelsea doubled up there through Alonso and Kovacic and won it back again. Albiol caught there by Werner. The referee's played the advantage, which Villarreal didn't really have. Emery's going berserk down there.
Come on, boys!
Foyt. Tino. Trigueros. Onto Pino.
Don't foul, don't foul, don't foul.
It does really well to clip in the cross.
How is that not in?
Absolutely.
How is that not in?
By that thunderbolt volley from Moreno on the other side. There's Alberto Moreno once more.
Get it out! Way!
Watched behind by Mendy, and that brings to an end the first half. But this is how close Villarreal were to equalising. It's astonishing that didn't bounce in over the line.
Yeah, he catches hold of it. Just leans back slightly outside the left foot, so always rising, but he gets good power on it. Keeper no chance.
So almost so near yet so far at the end of the first half for Unai Emery. Alberto Moreno
Half
and
time,
Villarreal, but
Chelsea won, Villarreal nil at half time.
And at half time at Windsor Park in Belfast in the Super Cup, it's Chelsea 1, Villarreal 0.
This program is
Guys,
brought to you by
I'm gonna pop off for about 5 minutes. I'll be back soon. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Won't be long. And now back, guys. It is Chelsea 0. No, Chelsea 1. Villarreal 0. It's not bad. Overall, like, the injury to might not be too serious. It just looks like a dislocated shoulder injury.
On and off. If you're a winner, then you're a winner no matter the game. You can see the passion from the two managers, and we think that perhaps, Rio, they were talking about that Rudiger challenge that led to a yellow card.
This was
It was a meaty challenge.
really great tackle in my book, in my era.
But that tackle by
He's lucky he didn't get a red card.
We're talking about off air, right? Do you know what? I think Pino, he wasn't expecting it, because football's so nice now. If I was Pino in that situation, I would have expected the centre half to try and clean me out. But nowadays, football's played
was
very simple.
absolutely
I think
immense.
Rudiger just put him in the stands. Yellow, red, nothing. What are you saying?
Oh, I've seen a few reds for that Jake last season. That follow through. I think he's lucky there. I think he's lucky.
I think he's lucky. I don't agree with it. I think it's a great tackle like Rio, but Thomas Tuchel was mad it was even a yellow card, and you saw it going down into the tunnel. However, he will be smiling if they can hold on and win the Super Cup to start the brand new football season. Hope you're enjoying seeing football back here in front of fans on what's a lovely evening here in Northern Ireland. Let me hand you back to your commentary team.
Well, Chelsea, if you guys want to join the Discord server, I'm happy to
We're just actually seeing Hakim Ziyech down below us, walking back towards the Chelsea bench with his right arm in a sling. He's going to watch the second half with the rest of the Chelsea substitutes down there. Neither manager's made any additional
guys,
changes at half time.
let me know if you guys have joined the Discord server.
Ziyech towards the end of the first half, and it's his goal that separates the teams at the moment. Chelsea playing against the Spanish team for the 50th time tonight, the first time though that they've ever played against Villarreal, and they're going to be in the Champions League for the first time in 9 years this season.
So guys,
Champions League that all of a sudden has a different look to it with all of the transfers that have occurred, particularly towards Paris over the course of the summer.
Just a bit, as Rio said early on, one of the greatest transfers you've seen, isn't it? Donnarumma free, Wijnaldum free, Ramos free, and now they're chucking Lionel Messi. I mean, what's going on?
If they get there, it could be the first Champions League final to finish 6-5. We'll wait and see. Corner then to Villarreal. Early opportunity for them to try and get back on level terms at the start of this.
come on, Joe.
Half. And the defensive header won there by Kai Havertz for Chelsea. Obviously, a bit of help there from Chalabar. What did you make of him in the first half, Glenn? Not a great deal of defending for the Chelsea debutant to do, but he looked fairly comfortable out there.
Yeah, look comfortable on the ball, and at times it's the outside centre backs that are free on the ball, and I think he's got to use the ball as well as he can. But no, he's done his job defensively. I think it was a near post clearance. He really read the situation well early in the game and got across. But no, he's looked okay. I was just wondering whether Rudiger would have come off at half time. I just feel that might be a slight risk keeping him on the pitch.
Three central defenders on the Chelsea bench tonight. The club captain Aspilicueta, along with Christensen and Thiago Silva.
Come on, Chelsea.
Options down there, and there is Hakim Ziyech with the arm in the sling, shoulder issue that forced him off towards the end of the first half. And we hope that he's not going to be out for too long.
Yeah. You don't like people getting injured like that, really, innocuous circumstances. You hope he gets back onto the football field very soon.
It's a lovely evening for the match here in Belfast, and there's been a real buzz around the city with this game being played at Windsor Park, which has had a lot of money spent on it in recent times. It's been revamped and upgraded.
Come on, Chelsea! Guys!
Oh, it's been great, hasn't it? We've had a lovely few days here.
I'm happy Chelsea are playing. We are winning. And if we can hold on, win the Uefa Super Cup for the first time since 1998.
Again with Alonso getting in behind Pino. Look, he's just clocked off again. He lays it back, but this is positive play. Running, look the space, given that space. Tries to drive it in that near post, but positive play again.
Come on, Chelsea!
The goal that Kai Havertz scored in the Champions League final was his first ever goal in the competition. Talk about...
Rather than you having your first goal in the Champions League, you end up being the Champions League winner in a final. Boy! Go on, to the door. If we can get a second, then it could be game over.
As we saw for periods of the first half, Steve, they did find it hard to keep possession. Here's Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Should make for a better second half, the fact that Chelsea are leading, but they're going to have to be a little bit more positive.
Come on, boys!
In essence, they haven't shown much, have they?
Chelsea have got some of the substitutes on their bench, the majority of them. One or two from Villarreal just starting to limber up down below us.
Go on, Rudiger! Go on, Rudiger!
Havertz looking to get in behind.
Oh, okay.
They're just slightly ahead of Alonso. Moreno involved over there. What we didn't get the chance to speak about towards the end of the first half, Glenn, was the little moment where Moreno got himself involved inside the Chelsea box.
So guys, let me know in the chat.
I think looking at it again, it comes
Like,
off his shin,
anything.
left side of his shin. That's the reason why it's hit the bar. But it was probably the only chance, real good chance that they created.
I'm going to ask you guys now, so you guys can do this, what you guys thought of Chelsea's first half performance. And you get to about the 55-minute mark to vote on what your thoughts on Chelsea's first half performance.
No chance over there for Rudiger. There's Albiol.
Come on, Chelsea!
Alberto Moreno. Pau Torres, who was one of the centre-backs being linked with Manchester United before they settled on Rafa Varane.
Come on, Chelsea!
Alberto Moreno trying to sneak in behind Chalobah.
Well done, Chalobah!
Used his body to great effect there, the Chelsea defender.
Well done, Trevor Chalobah. I'm just proud of this team so far because we're playing that really well. Oh, Mendy! Mendy! Oh, they've hit the post!
Moreno hits the post. Strange pass that was played out by the Chelsea goalkeeper, and Moreno, who was so deadly last season, manages to get the ball beyond him, but it comes back off the woodwork, and they strike the frame of the goal for the second time in the match. Villarreal.
A strange couple of minutes from the Chelsea goalkeeper.
Yeah, he knocked one out of play, didn't he, earlier there, trying to find Rudiger. Slips when he... I thought it was interesting that he didn't want to play out again. He sent them all up. He sent the back three up and he said, I'm going long. And he slips and missed kicks. And that's a great chance. It really was for Villarreal. Handed on a plate in many ways.
Come on, Chelsea!
Jeremy Pino, Chigueros. Good work for Chelsea by Havertz.
Go on, Havertz!
To come the other way. Werner makes the run.
Go on, Werner, just chase after it.
And you'd think he'd have a big advantage, Werner, in a race against Raul Albiol, but haven't managed to get him isolated on him properly so far.
Yeah, his positional play is excellent, Albiol. He always gives himself 3 or 4 yards on Werner, drops a little bit deeper.
Also challenging over there. Albiol tidies things up.
Come on, Chelsea!
Mason Mount's having a warm-up for Chelsea. Emerson as well. And Reece James. There's Abdoulaye Dia. A challenge on him by Kovacic, forward by Capu. And the Chalobah there for Chelsea.
Well on, Kante!
Kante does so well, sniffs out the
Go on,
danger,
Kante.
wins it back
Go on.
to Chelsea.
Go on, Pulisic!
Pulisic.
Go on, Pulisic! Go on, Werner! Go on onto the door.
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Kante!
Onto Kante. We were only saying at half-time, Steve, that he hasn't had to do a great deal of that so far tonight.
Oh,
Rudiger with a shot
Rudiger!
that is way off target, but he's not had to nick the ball back in those situations very often, Kante, because of the nature of the match. And here's the mistake from Mendy.
Look, he's totally slipped, doesn't he? We're wondering if he gets a little touch on this, you know.
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, just
There you
there.
go,
So
yeah.
he's
Well done,
redeemed
Mendy.
himself, hasn't he?
Redeemed himself in a massive way.
That position in the
Look at
first
that.
place. But a great save in the end. you've got to say.
Chalobah's lost it to Petraza.
Well done, Chalobah, make up for your mistake. Well done, Chalobah.
Chalobah, just clear your lines.
Here's only Young.
He gets across Chalobah easy enough. He uses his speed, but don't want to be messing around in there.
One back for Villarreal by Moreno.
I told you I would put by Riley, how you doing?
Side by Kante, now Kovacic. Looking to try and get Werner in behind.
Come on, Chelsea! Hopefully Ziyech's injury's not too bad, but from what I've heard, it might just be just a dislocated shoulder.
On the same page there.
Just a dislocated shoulder.
Here's Gerard Moreno. It's a good ball. It's really good defending.
Well done, Chalobah, again! Well done, Chalobah!
In the end, it was good defending, Fletch, but he's let him just drift off the back of him. So he'll learn from that. But he's recovered and got his foot on it. It was a little bit of desperation defending. If you're tighter with him, you're heading the ball out.
There's a bit more belief.
This young centre back we got playing from us from the academy.
In terms of the attacking threat they're now posing to Chelsea. Crossed in by Trigueros. Away by Kante.
Playing for us, who's from the academy. He's playing well. He's made a few mistakes, but he has made up for his mistakes.
Etienne Capu. Moreno
But
couldn't
I'm not blaming him
keep
because
a
it's
hold
only
of
his
it. Kante
first
quickly there for Chelsea.
competitive start for Chelsea.
Just hasn't
So that's
happened in the second
debut.
half yet, has it? Little tiny bit sloppy, whether it's just a little bit of fatigue, because it's, of course, early on into pre-season.
It's surprising, Steve, because they've had spaces. You know,
Yeah.
Villarreal coming, they're making it an open game now, and it's just unforced errors from Chelsea. And Tuchel down here is going absolutely berserk, but they're giving the ball away so cheaply.
Villarreal are preparing a change down there. The Ecuador international Pervis Estupinian is ready for them. Carlos Dia.
Well done, Chalobah again. I'm liking this young centre back we got put in for us. A stupid nan! A stupid nan! So that means, is he a stupid nan?
By Unai Emery. Here's Capu.
Come on, boys!
Oh, Foyt. That'll be on to Pau Torres. As Alberto Moreno wants to get Estepunian involved.
That's a good challenge. That's a good challenge. Referee says a good challenge.
It was firm but fair.
Yeah, that was okay.
A stupid nan. I love it. I love the name because that means is he a stupid nan?
Challenge on him by Christian Pulisic right in front of Thomas Tuchel, who just looked at him and started shaking his head just out of picture.
Is he a stupid man?
The Chelsea manager thinks there's anything wrong, but
Well, I don't think there is anything wrong, that's why. The scream he made.
But I will say the Villarreal players are going down so easily.
Oh, suddenly he's okay.
I don't think he's really buying it, Thomas Tuchel. He was closer than anybody.
I don't think anybody is. The fact that no one's come anywhere near him, even anybody of his own team. It was just Pulisic, it's just that. Look, there's nothing.
Look at that, there's nothing in that. Why? I think I'm going to have to funny. And then you're going to get them a run.
It does kind of tell the story when even your own team don't want to send anybody up to help.
The physio's even still sitting there.
Mad. It's mad.
I think they've seen it before.
Chante wins his header. Capu back in the action, finds Trigueros and then Alberto Moreno. Pau Torres. Albiol to Gerard Moreno. Here's Jeremy Pino.
Come on, boys.
Moreno chips one in. Chalobah got there for Chelsea.
Well done, Chalobah again.
Able to thump it clear.
I'm liking this youngster. He's actually doing well as a centre-back.
Brilliant defending, it really was. He's in a good position. Covers, stays concentrated as this.
That Chalobah is actually quite a good centre-back.
Really just there. Just
For his first proper start for Chelsea. First competitive start. He's actually doing really well. Get in Marco. His reaction. Book him for his reaction, Red. Book him for his reaction. Book him for his reaction. He shouldn't be reacting like that. That's an idiot's reaction. If you didn't react the way you did, you wouldn't be getting booked, fella. Woo! Come on, Chelsea.
Chelsea have lost the last 3 times they played in the Super Cup. It's ironic in many ways that the last kick of Romelu Lukaku's first Chelsea stint was a missed penalty that decided the shootout against Bayern in this competition back in 2013. By the time they play again, Glenn, we expect him to be a fully fledged Chelsea player, probably by the morning.
Go on,
Days
Havertz.
after that, he moved on to Everton and then hasn't kicked a ball in anger for them since.
This Chelsea squad is just getting stronger and stronger.
That is true.
Here's Hudson-Odoi.
Going on to the door. That's the ball, but no one's there.
And then Etienne Capu.
Come on, we need a second goal. Just go. Just for have this window that if we make a mistake and concede one,
Moreno
at least.
Both coaches would want this decided in 90 minutes. I'm pretty sure of that, but it would be extra time and penalties if necessary.
Go on, Rudy.
Gerard Moreno just running out of room. Antonio Rudiger pleading with the assistant, and Chelsea awarded the goal kick.
Goal kick for Chelsea. 62 minutes played. Chelsea 1, Villarreal 0.
Particularly happy though, Thomas Tuchel. And now it looks as if the cavalry's coming Gonna come
The
on.
cavalry! The cavalry's coming to save us!
Christensen.
The basically the Euro boys are on their way. The Euro boys are on their way. Oi. Oi, oi.
It's going to be the first pre-season action for Jorginho and Mason Mount, who are
What's with the hair, man? Has he decided to go Ben Foden and go on Bond? It didn't work for Ben Foden. It doesn't suit you.
Trips and traps at all of the clubs at the moment.
Oh, he was nearly through. Werner was nearly through.
It just looked for a moment as though Werner.
Yeah, I thought for a minute that Werner would have got to the ball, but well done. Pressurise, pressurise.
Pretty quiet first half, but second half, wow, he's intercepting balls, he's tackling.
Go on, Kante.
And using the ball
Come on,
really,
Chelsea.
astutely.
So if we win this, who will be left it? N'Golo Kante! Well, I think he'll give us after a quarter to left it anyway, because he's the proper
Down
captain of
below us,
Chelsea.
two players on the opposite end of the emotion spectrum in the Euro 2020 final.
Oi! Oi! Well done, ref! Well done, ref! Well done! Well done! Why would you go and make a challenge like that? You already went past. The ball's long gone. The ball's long gone. Look at that. Why do that? It's just stupid. If I was one of our players, then I'd be saying, why do that for it? It's stupid. It literally, there's no point. If you guys like the stream, hit the thumbs up button. Like, subscribe if you are new. Come on, Chelsea.
Plenty of height sent forward here by Chelsea, the central defenders. Alonso has replaced Ziyech on free kick taking duties alongside Callum.
Oh, Alonso! Alonso! Oh!
The foul in there by Kurt Zuma.
Uncle Zuma! 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 Zuma!
Shoulders of Albiol. Again, just wasn't a lot of
The cavalry. Basically the big main cavalry.
Interesting to see how fit.
Mason Mount. Mason Mount.
In front of that pack.
Mason Mount's basically his cavalry. Because he's great. Oh, N'Golo Kante. Oh, N'Golo Kante. What game's he had? What a game.
His heart must have set when he saw Jordan Pickford save the penalty in the shootout. Only for that to be replaced by elation moments later. He's the first change. We're also going to see Timo Werner being replaced by Mason Mount.
Timo. My guy, Mason Mount. Come on, Mounty boy, come on.
I'm shocked that unless he's got a knock, of course, but I thought Rudiger just, and this time.
Basically, it's Chelsea's golden boy, Mason Mount. The man just loves the guy. The guy is just Chelsea through and through, man. Here's Christensen, who also is a very good defender. He's very good at defending.
Mason Mount, who played such an important role in the Champions League journey last season, scored in the quarter-final, scored in the semi-final, and then made the goal with a delicious ball.
Yeah, in the final. Can you go and do the same, and do it to Harvard, and do it in the Super Cup? Because that'll just cap everything off. Cap.
Andreas Christensen was excellent in the Denmark team. They got to the semi-finals of the competition as well, Steve, wasn't he?
Brilliant, yeah. And the whole emotional ride that Danish side were on.
Just seen Havertz now going into that centre forward.
Come on, Chelsea. Just pressurise.
Such depth, haven't they, this Chelsea squad? They really have.
Yeah, we have an A team, a B team, and a C. We played a B team. We played like a B team against Bournemouth. We played an A team against Arsenal at walking speed, and we played like a C team against Spurs, and we still managed to draw 2-2. This is ridiculous. We played a C team against Spurs and still managed to win, and still managed to score 2 goals past them. When Spurs had literally more of their first team players than what we had.
It really has, but I think the focal point will all now be around Lukaku. Yeah.
Oh, do you mean Big Ron? Big Ron!
That's going to be a battle in itself.
Big Ron! Oh, just have Romelu Lukaku and Werner or Havertz playing up front together. Oh, just imagine you have Werner next to Werner up front, Lukaku next to him, Havertz. And you have Havertz in the middle, or Havertz, Pulisic, Mount. You're sorted in the attacking role behind the striker. Or you could have Pulisic, Mount.
Rudiger.
You'd be set. You'd be set yourself.
Here's Alonso.
Well done, Chelsea.
Alonso looking for the run of Kai Havertz and the goal.
That's a lucky Havertz. A lucky Havertz.
There's a long way there. It's delicately done by Gerard Moreno out to Yeremy Pino.
He's been much better, Moreno, in the second half.
Plays a nice ball in here to the substitute.
Well done, Mendy.
From Purvis. Estupinian.
Yeah.
Corner to Villarreal.
Moreno put him in. He's not just the goal scorer. Mr. Pinion here. It's a shot the goalkeeper should be saving, of course.
He did save it.
Against him, Steve, wasn't it?
He did save it.
They've got a corner, and Manu Trigueros has come out to take it. That's the signal for Albiol and Torres to get forward.
They're going short of Villarreal from the corner. Defend! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out!
Trigueros with the cross. Christensen with the first bit of
well
defending
done!
They do look solid. Any cross that goes in there, don't they, Chelsea? Whoever's on the pitch, they look solid in the air.
I used to get worried when Christensen played because he used to be making a lot of mistakes for us. But just recently, he's been immense. Last season he was immense. Under Thomas Tuchel he was immense. He played 7 games in a row and got something like 7 clean sheets.
Trigueros with the chance.
And got like 7 clean sheets in a row every time he played. He got a clean sheet.
Estupinian drives one in, and this
No,
time
his name's not Estupinian. It's El Stupid Nan. By FIFA he's called El Stupid Nan. Oh, that guy's got the most legendary name in FIFA. In FIFA's history on the game. He's called El Stupid Nan. And that's due to Derek Ray. He called him El Stupid Nan. El Stupid Nan. It means he's stupid at his nan. El Stupid Nan. It means you're stupid nan. I like his name because it's just sick.
Chelsea's turn to sit in, defend the situation. Pau Torres for Villarreal.
Watch out!
Gerard Moreno's found a bit of space. Trevor Chalobah quickly got across.
Well done, Chalobah! Well done!
Trevor Chalobah, they needed him back there, Glenn.
He's been brilliant.
Well done, Chalobah.
He read the situation on 3 occasions, really early, and got across and won the ball. His second half, he's really come onto a really good defensive game.
So Mario Gaspar for Etienne Capoue. Gaspar, the second player to play more than 400 games for Villarreal. And Gomez coming on to replace Trigueros.
Come on, Chelsea!
Coutinho, who's taken the armband for Chelsea since coming on. Estupinian with the cross in.
Oh, they can pronounce the name right. But they called it El Stupid Nan. El Stupid Nan. Even the announcer called it a Stupid Nan. Because he couldn't pronounce it properly. So he called it a Stupid Nan. We just get upfield, that's all we Chelsea need to do. You just get the ball upfield and do well. But
Thomas Tuchel only lost 5 of his 30 games in charge last season.
We've had 0 attempts, but
develop his brilliant start into sustained success at Chelsea.
Oh, lucky.
Alonso straight to the goalkeeper. Not many managers have managed to do that in the Abramovich era. Certainly
that is true.
The base from which to build on, Steve. But of course, the acid test is keeping the success going to the level that the owner would want it to.
Yeah, because for Thomas Tuchel, he can do what he wants.
Brilliant. As we know, we start again, we lose 3-4, pressure's suddenly on. Well, he's got an excellent squad here, hasn't he?
Come on, Chelsea.
18 minutes or so to go. Chelsea still leading.
I've never felt this nervy,
first
but
half goal. Here's Alberto Moreno, who struck the bar for the Spaniards just before half time. Emery's halfway down the touchline again. flips one in. Christensen heads it away.
Oh, touch.
Jorginho.
Jorginho again.
That Pulisic would take the ball there.
Yeah, Mount had made a fabulous run and he just got caught there. He wanted to play it, but he's probably not sharp enough yet.
That's what it looks like, Glenn, doesn't it? A lot of the players, not sharp at all.
Gerard Moreno. Little back heel, Moreno again.
It's good.
It's a brilliant goal. Wonderfully made. The little flick back from Real idea. And a clinical finish on that. It was so important for Villarreal last season. Gerard Moreno. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, he's been brilliant in the second half. Chelsea haven't got going at all. I like when Chelsea scored. Villarreal deserved this goal. It was really, really nice play. Leading goal scorer last year gets on the score sheet, giving it the ball away yet again. Moreno onto it, little 1-2 into Dia. Nobody follows him. Look at a gap where Moreno just waltzes into. Nobody gets across at all. Rudiger's out of position. Christensen has to go. What a lovely finish that was. Just a little scoop with his right foot. He knew it was going in.
Lovely goal, Glenn.
Yeah, clinical, wasn't it? But Chelsea rue the fact they've given the ball away in that defensive third. 1-2 passes, lovely little back flick from Dia. And a super finish, and you know they've grown in stature in this game in the second half. And Chelsea now, this is a good little test for them now. Tuchel will be looking at it and saying which players now are going to roll up their sleeves, start playing a bit, go take it to another gear, and get back in this game again.
30 goals last season for the man in the picture, Gerard Moreno. He dispatched that one quite brilliantly into the top corner. And with 16 minutes to go, Chelsea won, Villarreal won in the 2021 UEFA Super Cup here at Windsor Park in Belfast. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Pau Torres there for the Spaniards. Here's Alberto Moreno. Rudiger there for Chelsea. Christensen. Jorginho. Now Chalobah. Alonso towards Mason Mount. Havertz in the middle, Pulisic is there as well. And the defending done over there by the vastly experienced Mario Gaspar. Mason Mount drills one in, and the sting just taken off it. Comfortable save for the Villarreal goalkeeper. Well, don't forget the Premier League gets underway this weekend. We've got a cracker to start with. Manchester United leads from Old Trafford at 11:30 on Saturday. 1 HD and Ultimate. The following weekend you can see Liverpool against Burnley from Anfield, and the week after that Manchester City against Arsenal from the Etihad. All of the coverage starts at 11:30 in the morning on BT Sport 1 HD and Ultimate as well.
Come on, Chelsea! Go on!
Hudson-Odoi can flick it back in. And clearance by the Villarreal goal scorer Gerard Moreno.
Come on, Chelsea!
Mount. Chalobah. There's Hudson-Odoi.
Go on!
Kai Havertz gliding through. In the end, one defender too many. And the ball thumped away towards halfway. Dia battling with Rudiger.
Well done, Rudiger.
Here's Jorginho. 13 minutes of the 90 to go. Breaks it for Mount. Wants a Havertz.
What?
Germany international just catching Raul Albiol. The free kick given to Villarreal. I wonder whether we're going to see Azpilicueta imminently. He's just come sprinting down the touchline and gone up the tunnel. Whether that's a sign that he's going to be coming on. Ben Chilwell's warming up for Chelsea as well at the moment. I certainly feel tonight, Glenn, that it's a situation, regardless of the result, that Thomas Tuchel wants to give minutes to as many players as he can, players who need it because they've not been involved. As we enjoy that goal from Gerard Moreno again, and the look on the face of Thomas Tuchel tells you everything.
Yeah, it was a beautiful finish, wasn't it? Absolutely. Didn't try and hit it too hard. He knew exactly where he was putting it. Just placing it in that top corner. But no, it is about pre-season as well. Yes, there's a trophy on view to win, but he's got to protect his players and get us the right minutes. Now, if it does go into extra time, it's going to be quite handy for the substitutions to get that extra time. But there's a few players out there that he probably doesn't want to go all the way through 90 minutes plus. For both teams, really.
Yeah, nobody wants extra time, do they?
Yeah. I think it's, personally, I think it should be penalties straight away.
Go on, Rudy.
Antonio Rudiger running at pace for Chelsea. Alonso. The foul. Challenged by Yeremy Pino. Trevor Chalobah. Christian Pulisic.
What corner? Go on, Chelsea.
A goal kick might have been awarded, but Chelsea have been given the corner kick here. Azpilicueta.
Hello, True Iron. How are you doing?
So he's about to come on.
Yeah, Pau Torres onto Pulisic's leg. Should be a goal kick.
Well, I did the corner. I did the corner. Go on, Chelsea.
Alonso out to take the corner. Rudiger and Christensen, Chalobah, all in there for Chelsea.
Oh.
Pitched away by the
What?
Villarreal players injured off once here.
2 down. The goalkeeper felt it as well. Bit of cramp in there. Here's the Chelsea captain, Cesar Azpilicueta, who's coming on here for Christian Pulisic, according to the board.
That can't be right. Can't be right, that. Pulisic is not coming off. There you go. There you go.
Now he's coming on for Callum Hudson-Odoi, which makes a lot more sense.
Makes a lot more sense.
He looked terribly worried, didn't he, Pulisic? He was looking over and saying, me.
Azpi.
Last season was his 10th major final as a Chelsea player. Second captain to lift the Champions League trophy. 430th appearance for the club tonight for Azpilicueta.
Azpilicueta, a legend. He's a Chelsea legend in all respects and in every case.
Chelsea has been a magnificent servant to the club.
Yeah, without any shadow of a doubt, he gives.
He's basically like he's now the John Terry of this team.
A real steady player and one that's a great example for youngsters.
Go on.
Oh,
Dodgy.
it's close, wasn't it? It was close to his arm, that.
Dodgy. That was dodgy. Dodgy.
2 more changes coming here for Villarreal. Daniel Raba is one of them.
Come on, let's try and win this a normal time, lads.
Manu Morlanes is the other one.
That's a touch. That's a ball.
Kai Havertz.
Havertz. What are you doing, pal?
Tino's had a better second half, hasn't he, over there defensively? They haven't been able to get the ball
Way!
as regularly as they did in the first half.
Okay, man.
Well, well, he's got back and recovered, Fletch. They're getting in, and they could actually be in more than they've actually got him in. He's on all the time, and there's a few players in that midfield at the moment that look a bit tired, not seeing the vision, they're not seeing that picture, and that's what happens when you fatigue in pre-season.
It didn't even touch him. Come on, Chelsea!
Here's Jorginho, who started every game for Italy at the Euros. He was in the team of the tournament as well as a reward for his performances.
Go on! Go on, Aspie!
Crossed in by Aspilicueta.
Go on, Chelsea!
Blocked behind for a corner by Estepinian.
Do you mean El Stupid Man? I love his name. Come on, Chelsea! Oh, this is like so tense. I've never felt so nerve. The nerves settle.
Alonso out to take it. It's a good
Oh!
shoot!
Shoot!
Well, the defender who blocked it knew very little about it, but it worked out well for Villarreal.
Alonso! Oh, okay.
Alonso header smothered by
Okay, Alonso!
Yeah, it was Pino that it hit. Balls to Jorginho. No. Can't go the way of that, can he?
He's totally mishit it, isn't he, Steve? Look,
Off the
that's
shin.
off his shin. That's a really good chance, isn't it? For a
Unlucky
midfield player,
Jorginho,
hitting the box,
unlucky.
ball, you know, bouncing beautifully. You've got to hit right through the centre of the ball.
And Moreno's just gone down with cramp and now he's going to be taken off. So Morlana is coming on to replace the former Liverpool man. He's played his part tonight, Steve, hasn't he, Alberto Moreno?
He has actually. The second half, particularly, got forward a lot better, been a lot more positive. I mean, since the equaliser, actually, Chelsea have just stepped it up a gear now, haven't they, and started to take control.
Yeah, because
They only would
we
have
won
started
in
the
this.
second
We.
half in the same fashion. They could have been clear, but
So Boulaye Dia has been replaced by Daniel Raber. Came on at the end of extra time in the Europa League final. Took the second penalty in the shootout, scored. Everybody seemed to score that night, apart from poor old David De Gea. Well, the goalkeeper, who was the hero that night, Rulli, has had COVID recently. He got the all clear yesterday via a test. It's the reason why he's not started in goal tonight, having scored from the penalty spot and then saved the De Gea kick that followed. So it's the reason why Sergio Asenjo is in goal.
Watch out!
Geronimo Rulli. Less than 5 minutes.
Wow,
of
isn't
normal
this
time to
good?
go
Geronimo!
at Windsor Park.
Geronimo! Anything else on the name? Come on, Chelsea!
Interesting. Chelsea have changed into a little diamond and gone into a back four. Just to get Mount off the front of Havertz and Pulisic has just gone a little bit higher. So just changing the shape a little bit. Tuchel to see if he can just cause a few problems.
Here's Aspilicueta.
Go on, Pulisic! Well done.
Christensen to Chalobah. Forward by Rudiger, headed away by Pino.
Unlucky! Unlucky, Alonso! Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea!
Jorginho.
Come on! Go on, Chalobah, lad! Unlucky, Chalobah! Way! I'll take that! I'll take that every day of the week! I'll take that!
From Chalobah, wasn't it? Couldn't quite blue shirt, but nice to see him. He's come out wider in this sort of, since they've changed into a back four, he's going to get himself forward.
Come on, Chelsea.
So Kovacic is still out there in central midfield, having started the game.
Come on, Chelsea. Can we get a late winner?
Chalobah, who's the right back now. Chelsea have just tweaked the system, as Glenn was pointing out. Here's Aspilicueta. Jorginho. Pulisic.
Oh!
Fight goes up in the end. I think we're all waiting for that.
But a lucky Pulisic anyway.
There's a clever little ball round the corner, but just catches. It's too good a ball, really. There he is, Jorginho, and the two Chelsea players, yeah, way offside.
Chelsea start off with a London derby at the Bridge against Crystal Palace at the weekend, followed by away games at Arsenal and Liverpool. It's a testing start for them. Villarreal's first big test is on the 29th of August when they go away to the champions Atletico Madrid. They wait until Monday night for their league opener, which is against Granada.
Granada. Did he mean granola? I did. Yeah, you got
Mario Gaspar.
carrier bag. You got carrier bag. Oh, carrier bag. Yeah, we all call carrier bag. And then you got Granada, which I call granola, as a bit of a joke. Oh no!
Yeah, it was a lovely little run. He was
Unlucky Mason, you're looking out.
Good, but I think that's that little bit of sharpness, that little bit of touch that you lose a little bit when you've been on the beach sunbathing and having a nice holiday.
He been on the beach? No, he was on the beach. He was on a yacht playing basketball with Declan Rice. Money Mace. The Deckers to Money Mace. Boom. Boom. Come on, Chelsea.
Jorginho losing out to Rama. It's worked his way through to the substitute as well, who was then caught by Alonso. Tino. Albion. There's going to be 4 minutes added on. 4 minutes for one of these teams to find the winner without the need for extra time. Mario Gaspar with the cross.
Well done, Chalobah.
Agonizingly behind the substitute, Daniel Rama.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. 4 minutes. Come on.
Here's Gomez.
If we can get the ball,
Point.
or just foul someone.
Mario Gaspar.
Come on, Chelsea.
Whipped in by Morlanes, headed away by Aspilicueta.
Come on, be quicker. We'll be quicker, lads. We're into the fourth. We're into 4 minutes of add-on time at the end of the second half. Chelsea 1, Villarreal 1.
Here's Foyt, who's showing his versatility tonight, having started off as the right fullback for Villarreal. In a midfield role now. Moreno just couldn't quite gather that one. He's
Jorginho again. Jorginho again.
Now Tino.
Don't.
Morlanes.
Well done, Mendy. Well done, Edward.
They're certainly finishing the stronger side, aren't they, Villarreal?
Come on, Chelsea.
Chelsea looking to try and summon up something here by way of a big finish. A moment
How
that
big
could
of
be
a nut
decisive
here?
for them.
How big for none
2
here?
minutes of the additional time still to go.
Oh, go on.
Christian Pulisic.
Go on.
Promising for Chelsea. Pulisic still having to go the long way and then sees his shot blocked by Alonso, who was still in an offside position.
He's trying to create that angle, wasn't he? And Villarreal defenders, look, they the moment.
Sorry about that,
Jabbar
folks.
and Alonso, they're at full throttle, and I'm not sure they're ready. Their fitness isn't ready to go that far. And
Come on, Chelsea. Let's get one more chance.
Scenario. Straight to penalties.
He's made 5 changes so far tonight, Thomas Tuchel. The final 30 seconds of additional time at the end of normal time. Kovacic will play all of it. Here's Rudiger. Alonso. Shoots!
Oh!
Side netting with so much power.
Alonso is just in the side netting right at the end. Unlucky.
Too hard an angle. He had to come across the box. A lovely run yet again down that over Pino's head. He's never scored from there, has he?
He's got to go across goal. It was a lovely take. Beautifully taken. Good ball from Rudiger as well, but no, he's got to drive that across the box.
So there's the full-time whistle. We've got extra time to come. Work for Emery and Tuchel to do. Ziyech in the first half for Chelsea, and Gerard Moreno, who was so important for them last season with an exquisite equaliser in the second half. So after 90 minutes with half an hour and potentially penalties to come, it's Chelsea 1, Villarreal 1.
This program is brought to you by Hotels.com, UEFA Super Cup official sponsor.
BT Sport Films present.
It's an old adage. It's theatre with blood.
When you pull on that great jersey, it doesn't matter where you're from.
We'll never take away the football.
Like a racehorse loves to race, I love to play football.
Latest and past award-winning BT Sport films are available to watch on demand at any time.
We are in extra time, folks. Chelsea 1, Villarreal 1. Yeah, we needed that second goal, and we just couldn't find it, and we just didn't come out. I don't know what happened in the second half. We just didn't come out, like we usually do in the second half. We didn't come out fighting. Villarreal did. And it cost us because they went on and scored the equaliser, and even though we tried our best to try and get a winner from it, we just couldn't break through. So let's hopefully we can go and do it in the second half. With the team that we've got, we should have the fighting power to do it. I think we'll have enough to do it. It would just take some time and some effort from the players. Just can we do it? I think we can do it. It just depends on how we play and how the team comes out in the first of extra time. We got to go for it. I think whoever scores next goal will win the game, and we're going to make sure it's a Chelsea goal. No ifs or buts. It all depends on how we play and how the team comes out fighting. Because we're doing not too bad, but we just got to keep going.
second half. That makes him now the outright top scorer in Villarreal history, much to the delight of their manager. Going past Giuseppe Rossi, he scored 82. 83 now for that man, Gerard Moreno. And actually, we spoke to Thomas Tuchel in the build-up to this, and he said to us, Eddie, his big concern was fitness. They've played 2 games more in pre-season, Villarreal, and it was worrying him, and so it seems.
Oh yeah, they've definitely looked the sharper in the second half. Moreno and Dier have come alive. There's some of the Chelsea players that have come on, Jorginho and Mount, haven't looked sharp enough. So I think this extra time, it's going to be interesting to see how Chelsea cope.
Okay, Darren, all yours.
So off we go. Both managers can make one additional change now. We've gone to extra time. It's 5 in 90 minutes and 1 more in extra time, and that's exactly what Unai Emery's done, because he's taken off Yeremy Pino and Aissa Mandi has come on. So all 6 changes now made by the Villarreal coach. Thomas Tuchel can still make 1 more. Albiol at 35 is going to play the lot. Kovacic, who's been on there from the start for Chelsea, wins it.
Well done, ref!
Challenged firmly there by Mandy. Another foul. There's Moreno. And now Pau Torres.
Come on, Chelsea!
So half an hour of extra time and then the possibility of a penalty shootout, which of course brings back great memories for anybody who supports Villarreal.
Villarreal now going into a solid back 3, putting wing backs up against Chelsea's wing back. I think they feel as if they've got the fitness levels higher than Chelsea. Might just put a little bit more pressure on Chelsea here.
You mentioned the summer that Pau Torres has had, Steve, from the Euros to the Olympics, and he's going to play the lot tonight as well. They can't take him off now. He's going to play 120 minutes and be involved in the shootout if necessary. Rama with the shot from inside his own half, because he'd spotted Mendy way out of his goal.
He was way out of his goal as well.
Yeah, it was on, but the technique wasn't right, was it?
Come on, Chelsea!
Andreas Christensen, Jorginho, Rudiger, Chalobah, Mason Mount for Chelsea. Still a quieter.
Come on, Chelsea! Corner to Chelsea! 92 minutes played. We played about 2 minutes of extra time. Or 3 minutes of extra time, I would say.
The in-swinger here from Alonso. Quaiter's made that run towards the near post. It's gone instead towards Havertz, headed away by Albiol.
He's fascinating to watch, isn't he, Unai Emery? I've been looking at him. He coaches from the first minute right throughout the game, telling his players where to pass it, where to move. He must be shattered.
And he's not got a hair out of place, I've noticed.
Ah! Well, Chelsea!
Still going down there.
Oh, yeah.
Villarreal head coach Unai Emery.
Cajoling, encouraging, pointing.
Chalobah to Aspilicueta.
Go on!
Mason
Go on!
Slightly heavy touch,
Mount!
but they are
Oh!
going to get the corner.
Corner, come on! Come on, Chelsea!
England's heroes from the summer, Mason Mount. There's another one that goes into that mix of who plays where. Lukaku on his way to Stamford Bridge. Rudiger up for the corner, taken by Alonso.
Ah!
That goes towards rather number 17 up against number 17, and Chelsea's Kovacic with the clearance. It's become a war of attrition, this one, Glenn. Going to extra time, a lot of tired players out there.
Yeah, as I say, Villarreal have changed to a back three, and I think they're fancying that they could take over possession of this game now. Chelsea look really tired, they do. And they've got players like Jorginho and Mount who were brought on, and probably Tuchel's thinking, well, 20 minutes would be perfect for those guys, but now they've got that extra 30 minutes. That might be a little bit too much for them, for their fitness and where they're at. So you just feel that Villarreal are really ahead of this game at the moment.
There's got some good players left for the final change. Thiago Silva, Tammy Abraham, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ben Chilwell, Reece James and Emerson, plus the goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga.
There's only one person warming up with any real vigour, and it is Emerson, actually.
Morlanes challenged effectively
Come on, Chelsea!
by Kovacic. Here's Torres. Chalobah there for Chelsea, picked up now by the goal scorer Moreno. Hasn't scored more than 20 goals in a season until he got 30 last season, Gerard Moreno.
Just getting some time on the ball, Villarreal. Chelsea having to work hard, really, defensively.
Come on, boys!
That's okay. Pre-season time, you have to get the yards under your belt. But I think as a game, Villarreal are just taking control of this. They really are.
Go on, Aspi!
On the ball, they can play with their head up. Where first half particularly, they had no chance of doing that.
Here's Estepinian.
Well done, Mendy!
Kovacic to Jorginho.
Go on!
Pulisic on the
Oh!
that was a really good starting position by the Villarreal goalkeeper Sergio Asenjo.
Our ball was out!
Didn't go out. Thomas Tuchel said it did, but I think they got that one right, the officials between them. That's a foul on
Well done,
Pulisic.
ref! Well done! Come on! Come on, fast, get behind the boys!
It's Kovacic.
Come on, boys!
Rudiger onto Chalobah.
Ah, this is
That's been
nerve.
quite a... Onto Mason.
Oh!
who's able to
Oh!
knock it back
Mount!
into Havertz. And
Oh!
right across the face from
Pulisic!
He
Oh!
was going to walk in it.
It was brilliant play, actually. From
That was such brilliant. Well, how did we not score that?
Inside run in behind, hooks it over his shoulder. Havertz, who looks a little bit tired, can't get it down. His touch isn't right there, but it falls to Pulisic and can't get it out of his feet.
How
It just doesn't
did we not
get
score
the
that?
curl on it. Normally you get a little bit the outside of the foot, it curls back into that corner, and look, he's exasperated. He knows
how on earth did Pulisic not pull that in? That was such good football. That was such good football from the boys.
Yeah. His first touch just couldn't get out of his feet, unfortunately. It happened very quickly for him.
Come on, Chelsea!
There's Kovacic.
Come on, Pulisic!
Chelsea have got runners on both sides here.
Well, actually,
by foot.
yeah, it did well for him, didn't he?
Yeah. He's looked really sharp.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
His fitness levels look higher than anyone on the Villarreal team. He's gone into centre midfield, made tackles, uses the ball well.
Wasn't involved in the Copa America with Argentina, who won it. He's had a bit of time off during the course of the summer. Van Foyt. Pulisic wanted the free kick. Chelsea have still got the ball. Reece James and Tammy Abraham have gone out to join Emerson now, so
yeah, it'll be interesting to see who comes on. Kovacic looks as if he's out on his feet. It will be interesting who that last substitution is.
plenty of time there for Christensen.
Come on, boys. Chelsea 1, Villarreal 1.
Mateo Kovacic and Mason Mount. There's the Chelsea captain Aspilicueta. Mount had carried on running, swings it back in towards Alonso. And the yellow shirts converge on him. Gomez with the clearance, only as far as Chalabar. Here's Jorginho. Alonso.
Oi! Oi!
For the penalties, Aspilicueta who went down, but the Russian referee was close.
Yeah, his assistant had a good view of it. It was Estepinian. He puts his arm on Aspilicueta. They are going to have a look at it. I think he may be offside anyway. Let's have a look at this. There's Alonso's offside yet on the pass. So nothing in that. You see Estepinian there? No. But he was offside, Alonso, and that was the first play of the ball.
Made 5 starts in the Copa America this summer. Pervis Estepinian for Ecuador.
Come on, Chelsea!
Association with Watford before joining Villarreal. Albiol forward. Mario Gaspar on the chase.
Well done, Mendy!
There for Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea!
Jorginho was hoping for a different run there from Pulisic. Went back to Christensen and then on to Chalabar.
Come on, boys!
Swept in by Jorginho. Kai Havertz.
Unlucky that guy!
Chelsea players to that one.
There's a nice idea actually from Jorginho to just curl it in there blindly first time, and blue shirts running in there, but just couldn't find that delivery. But Chelsea now just getting some possession, asserting themselves in the game.
Unlucky Aspi! Come on, Chelsea!
Christensen, every one of the Chelsea outfield players inside the Villarreal half at the moment. Chelsea have been the stronger team in the first period of extra time. Kovacic to Jorginho, Chalobah, Mount.
Unlucky Mount.
Snuff out the danger. Rudiger seems like he's got plenty of gas in the tank.
Well done, Rudiger. Rudiger's always got something left in the gas, even though.
So half time in extra time, and no addition to the goal scoring chart so far. So 15 minutes to go in extra time, and the second period coming up. Chelsea won, Villarreal won.
So the game continues here in Northern Ireland, less than 90 hours until Chelsea will be kicking off in West London against Crystal Palace in the Premier League. But actually, Joe, that was better. The last 10-15 minutes from Chelsea was better. They settled down. I mean, we've had so many changes, haven't we? I mean, what managers will be thinking now? They've got one eye on trying to win the cup. They've got one eye where they'll be panicking, you know, because you get into the danger zone. These lads are not fit enough to be going into extra time. So the game slowed down a touch. Villarreal do look like the stronger team on the back end of the game, but Chelsea have just come back, and this is where you need your experience, Jake. This is when you need
to go.
Thiago Silva knows on the pitch, but he's talking. Listen, let's get through this. Let's get prepared. There'll be one or two chances let's take, and we can win the game. And I love this. There's no drop of intensity from the manager, is there?
He wants to win. Again, there's a trophy at stake here. But as Joe said, they're tired. Chelsea look tired. They've looked a bit sharper in that first half of extra time. Villarreal looked like the sharper team. But I think Tuchel, if he brings on someone like Abraham, that can freshen up front as well.
I love these two. I mean, me and you've been watching them from the other side of the pitch. I mean, they're not match fit either, the managers, but they've not stopped moving for.
I'd love to see the amount of steps they get through in that box where they have to manage the team from. But look at the animation there. They're so animated. Intensity is there. It's pre-season, but there's a trophy at stake. So listen, fatigue is the enemy right now. You've got to manage yourself through the game. Think of the bigger picture, which is the weekend the Premier League starts. But you try telling players when there's a medal to be won.
Okay, let me hand you back to the commentary team then. They're putting in a good shift this evening. Glenn, Steve and Darren.
Thank you, Jake. Just trying to work out down there who might be favourite to come on for Chelsea. It looks at the moment as though it might well be Tammy Abraham, because he's just been having quite an in-depth conversation with one of Thomas Tuchel's backroom team. Yeah. There's nothing imminent though at the moment, Steve. It wouldn't appear.
No, it certainly doesn't look like Thiago Silva, anybody like that. I don't even think he's been out. And sure, no, Emerson's been out there for a long time.
Yeah, you would think it's going to be maybe Havertz, might just looks a little bit fatigued, possibly Kovacic, but
so Chelsea can still make one more change. We've got 15 minutes before a penalty shootout. Penalty shootouts that are pretty common in this competition. Chelsea led in the first half through Hakim Ziyech, who went off injured with a shoulder problem. He's been on the bench with his arm in a sling ever since then. Gerard Moreno with a nice equaliser in the second half of Villarreal. Chelsea, though, were the better team in the first period of extra time without causing too many problems to the Villarreal goalkeeper.
Well, Charles!
Jorginho, Aspilicueta, Mason Mount. Pulisic had a good chance in the first period of extra time. Havertz in there again. Emerson remains, Steve, the only Chelsea sub warming up. He's been down there for a long time, getting himself ready.
Yeah, even if he doesn't come on, he's obviously got a workout, hasn't he? He's been down there for about 45 minutes running round.
There's Morlanes, promising break for Villarreal. The The referee overruled the assistant there, who got his flag up. The referee allowed the game to carry on.
It was a strange one, that, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a strange one.
Christian Pulisic.
Oi!
The target. Torres did he not?
No!
With the shot, which took a deflection on the way through.
Oh, Mason Mount!
It was almost a Chelsea goal.
Yeah, it was a goalkeeper save, I think, by Senko. Yeah, there you go. It was a good save as well. Catches all that actually, Mason Mount. It was difficult for him. Off at the end of his toe.
Oh, Mason!
He's actually made some great runs, hasn't he, since he's come on there. He's got, looks like he's really sharp and keeps running in behind defenders.
Alonso to take the corner for Chelsea.
Scored 9 times last season, Mason Mount. Alonso sent in the corner.
Go on, someone hit it with Ferocious.
Onto it there was Mason Mount.
I thought he was going to hit the onion bag when Mason Mount hit that. I thought, he's going in the onion bag. No, but Asensio is there to 9 hours. Keeper. Keeper that. No, it was Rui that denied Man United. It's essential for us. No. Go on, Alonso.
Havertz.
Good play. Good play.
There's Chalabar. Aspilicueta.
Go on. Oh, he got taken out. He got taken out, ref.
No foul. Torres, off goes Estepinian. Chalabar has the extra gear when he needs it.
Well done, Chalabar.
He's got that little turn of pace.
Well done, Chalabar.
Yeah, needs to go a bit quicker.
A great experience for him to play this evening, isn't it? He's done really well.
The Emerson warm-up, by the way, for anybody who's following it, has fizzled out to standing to the side of the bench and watching the match.
Yeah. I think he's had enough now, hasn't he?
He hasn't moved for 5 minutes.
Huh. Come on, Chels, can we get a winner in the extra time? That'll be out to him.
He signals to his manager that put me on.
Chase, 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 Chase. Make him work, make him work.
Maybe tidying things up at the back for Villarreal. Last touch there off Havertz.
Come on, Chels.
Doesn't seem to be a great desire at the moment from Villarreal to try and win this match.
No.
Quite happy just to sit back in their own half and let Chelsea have the ball. There's Kovacic. Waiting there with a challenge. He's still full of running in midfield.
Come on, Chels.
Kovacic in towards Pulisic, away by Albiol. Been good tonight, the two centre-backs,
Yeah,
haven't they?
they have. Albiol 35, as you said. Pau Torres has been all around the world, so he hasn't had a break at all. They're going to have to manage him, aren't they, sometime down the line. There's a lot of players who went from the Euros to the Olympics, certainly for the Spanish side.
Mason Mount into try.
Go on!
Again to Kovacic.
Go on!
Here's Alonso. Chelsea have got plenty forward here. It's pulled back for Kovacic.
Oh, unlucky! Unlucky Kovacic.
It was better from Chelsea, shifting the ball much quicker. That's the one thing that doesn't get tired, isn't it? The football.
Football! Football. That never gets tired.
Chalabar for Jorginho. Yellow wall has been erected again by Villarreal. Challenging Chelsea to try and find the right pass, which they're unable to do again. Great endeavour shown there by Mason Mount for Chelsea. Christian Pulisic. Emery going absolutely mad down below as waving his
What, Chelsea?
Here's Kovacic.
Go on, Alonso!
4 in the box here.
Marcos!
Alonso elected to try the shot with the right foot and hit it well wide.
All the Villarreal bench are going crazy as well, trying to get the crowds on side.
Ah!
Well, to be honest, they're responding.
They respond,
yeah.
They do. There you go. And the energy's on the bench.
Come on, fans, get behind the boys! Come on, boys! Come on, Charles! Get behind the lads! We're putting on the pressure. If the fans get behind them, it might help.
Extra time to go. The penalty shootout is going to be in the mind of Thomas Tuchel, in the mind of Unai Emery. Here's Trevor Chalobah. Cesar Azpilicueta. Jorginho.
Come on, Charles!
Azpilicueta with the ball in.
No one there. No one there.
As an example, there was just nothing in the legs of Havertz there to try and get across the front post. It's a decent ball in as well, but he looks shattered at the moment, Havertz. You just worry there. You might pull something when you're that fatigued. He's got a strong ball here, he jumps and heads it, but it's the worrying time now in that sort of red zone.
There's a few players out there at the moment, Glenn, whose minds are still sharp, but the bodies can't go with them at this stage.
Come on, Chelsea!
And now it was caught.
Well done, ref!
Kovacic to Jorginho and then on to Rudiger.
Come on, Chelsea!
It's the Villarreal supporters you can hear, but it's Chelsea who are dominating the ball. Pulisic feeds it through to Mason Mount, who's going to try and put it back again. 1 foot, good enough. And then with Alonso coming in, I think
it's... ref!
Decision's going to go Villarreal's way.
Yeah, I think he'd give it for offside, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was Mount who just veered offside, didn't he?
Kepler's just gone down the tunnel. Whether we should read anything into that, I don't know.
Yeah, he's gone down with the goalkeeping coach, isn't it? He's gone down as well. Is it Hilario, the ex-goalkeeper for Chelsea? He's gone down as well.
They've also been to fetch the board, the digital board as well, Chelsea, so yeah, there might be something in that. I remember the flip side when they were trying to get him off for a penalty shootout. Now they might be trying to get him on for a penalty shootout. Kepa Arrizabalaga. We'll wait and see. There's Gomez. That's a foul by Mount. Well, he's back now, Kepa. So all will be revealed.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming on, is he? Let's have a look. No, he's okay. I think there's us. What we got? 3 or 4 minutes left.
don't know. He's getting. What's he doing there? Socks.
Remember, Chelsea can make one more change, and it looks like it's going to be.
Oh no!
I mean, he hasn't had a run around at all.
Don't bring Kepa on!
The free kick, it might be academic. That's a good save by Mendy. You might not see out the game. Offside flag was up anyway. But let's not jump the gun and get into a penalty shootout before we actually get there.
Yeah, clearly offside. There he is, he's putting his gloves on.
Oh, but don't bring Kepa on, please. That guy, Mendy's got more chances of Ruffle of saving the penalty.
Chalobah, Aspilicueta, 2.5 minutes of extra time to go. Penalties looming in Belfast. Pulisic. Tackle made on him by Gomez. Here's Foyt. Almost lost it to Aspilicueta, who was pretty much pleading with Kai Havertz to get on the end of the loose ball.
And he goes, the goalkeeper.
Keeper! Go on! Oi!
They're going to have a free kick.
Free kick to Chelsea.
Just
Bye
about
bye!
the shooting position you'd say, Glenn. It'll take something special, but it's just about in range.
Yeah, possibly a little bit too far out. It's certainly going to give Rudiger and the likes of Christiansen a chance to get in and around that box and just create that maybe last chance of the game. But we're seeing Kepa coming on, yeah.
Here's the change then. Mendy off. Kepa, Arrizabalaga on. 90 seconds of extra time to
Mendy! Hey, Mendy! Hey, Mendy! Hey, Mendy!
Find out in the fullness of time whether this is an inspired decision or not by Thomas Tuchel.
I think that's been planned.
I can understand Mendy coming off because I think Mendy.
His way, the way they reacted, and the way he reacted with Tuchel, that's something they've spoken about, you know.
So that's the final change that Chelsea can make.
Unless Kepa's going to take one of the penalties.
Coming off because he might be starting against Crystal Palace.
Sends in the free kick towards Alonso. They might have a bit of work to do in an orthodox manner, Kepa. It's good play by Kovacic. He's still got enough in the tank to get there for Chelsea.
It wasn't a great ball to Mr. Pinion, was
Come on, Chelsea!
Kovacic did really well.
Aspilicueta, last chance for Chelsea you feel. Kai Havertz. Aspilicueta. Pulisic in the middle. Well, that's a foul. And that is going to take us to penalties. What you say, Glenn, here as a manager, the first time that Kepa's going to touch the ball is going to be the first penalty that he faces. It would appear.
Yeah, let's hope it's not out the net.
Oh, you lied to me. You lied to me. I want you saying no, you lied to me.
I remember it working for Louis van Gaal and the Dutch team, Tim Krul.
Timmy Krul. Come on, Chelsea! Come on, boys!
Super Cup heading to a penalty shootout at Windsor Park between Chelsea, who led at half-time through Hakim Ziyech, and Villarreal, who got their equaliser through Gerard Moreno in the second half. So that's it, the end of extra time, and all eyes on him. Kepa Arrizabalaga, he's been sent off
Spell penalties
for the shootout. He hasn't touched the ball yet. It's 1-1 after 120 minutes, Shake. Penalties to come.
Well, here we go then. We're going the full distance here in Northern Ireland this evening here at Windsor Park in Belfast. We have a penalty shootout in the Super Cup and a nice little added twist in the tail. is the goalkeeper change right at the very end. It's an interesting look. We all sat here and we were scratching our heads, not really understanding what was happening. But we think the reaction of Mendy when he went off almost looked like this was something that was planned.
Yeah, it did. I mean, normally you'd be thinking, well, why am I coming off? I need to stay.
I don't think. No, Mendy's not argued about it, and that's what I love about Mendy.
Situation maybe it was spoken about beforehand. I don't remember thinking that Kepa's a dominant goalkeeper when it comes to penalties. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, listen, they must have planned this. Maybe give him a bit of confidence if he does well.
Look at Mendy. He's not complaining. He's not complaining. I'm not complaining. If he saves it, he becomes a hero.
The reason for goalkeeping is shot stopping. So being substituted for a penalty shootout, I mean, the pressure's on Kepa now. If he's been subbed to Cavani, he better do the job.
There we go, that's for the penalty shootout, folks. Chelsea versus Villarreal, 1-1 after extra time. It's now penalty shootout.
After the game, these reasons behind it. Kepa we've not seen for a while. We actually saw him. He looked like he bulked up a bit. He looks a bit stronger.
Mendy's had a good game though.
Mendy's been fantastic. Mendy's been outstanding ever since he pulled on the Chelsea shirt. And tonight he's kept Chelsea in the game at moments with some unbelievable saves, particularly from this one at our end when he tipped it around the corner. So I'll be interested to know the reasoning behind that decision. Yeah.
Good, right, whatever it may be. Well, famous say I'm so.
You asked me actually, would you fancy it? With Mendy in goal.
I'm nervous, folks. I'm nervous. That's why I just got my seat, folks. I'm just a bit nervous. And a penalty shootout. And we're not the best at taking penalties, but we famously won our Champions League on penalties, so.
I think it's much more
say no more, say no more.
I'm sat here wondering that they must know something we don't, about.
Well, we're going to find out, I guess, in a couple of minutes, aren't we? But, I mean, his record from penalties in normal game situations, 1 save from 6. I mean, it's not like it's a Tim Krul situation where you know he's like a penalty saving exercise. It's not outstanding, and you may have made that change as a manager. If, say, for instance, your goalkeeper would have made a huge blunder that took you into penalties, you're thinking, well, his confidence might be low, and maybe you can make it. But Mendy's had a very good game in his own right, so it must have been something that's been planned previously. He's still coaching them here. Look.
Well, listen,
still stitching in information.
I think he's telling people how to take penalties in these situations. Yes,
boys!
We saw, and we know
come on, Chelsea!
What can happen in penalty situations.
Get free! Wherever it may be! Well, I'm famous, say I'm saying.
Here in front of people where you've really got to find yourself.
This will be a big moment, for Villarreal if they end up winning this. We spoke beforehand that this is such a great story for football. They don't run themselves on a shoestring, but they are limited budget-wise, and they could end up beating Manchester United in one final and Chelsea in the next one.
Amazing, and they perform well this.
That end, please be that end, please be that end. That end, that end, that end, please, leave that end, we have the advantage.
Can go either way.
I just hope they're at our end, please. Yes, this is our end. Let's go.
In front of the Sevilla fans.
We're going to get to see it properly, get close quarters. This is what I love.
Quick, Charles!
Well, they're getting ready for it. They're getting ready for it. And despite the fact that he's not involved, Edouard Mendy is still out there, He's embracing Kepa. He's still doing his bit with the rest of the players. He's doing his bit to lift them and push them forward. So despite the fact that Edouard Mendy won't be in goal, he's still...
I think we're going first on the shootout, I think.
That his teammates are primed for this. And as you saw as well from Thomas Tuchel, as intense as ever, getting his players ready for this one. Right, so that's the man that's going to be in goal then. A man who famously, of course, refused to be substituted earlier in his Chelsea career.
I'm just tense, man.
Their way down here. Real's already stood up and got himself a prime position watching the penalty shootout. So let's see what's going to happen.
This ain't gonna be prime. This is tense.
Back to you.
Thanks, Jake.
Who's going first?
The focus is on this Chelsea change, but one man who's not involved in the penalty.
Kai Havertz is going first. Kai Havertz is going first.
Who was the hero for Villarreal in the Europa League final, having scored a penalty.
Kai Havertz is going first.
David De Gea's kick tonight. It's going to be Sergio Asenjo.
Folks, this is tension on a knife edge.
I'm just glad that Mendy was happy to go off at the end and we didn't have a Kepa situation like we had in the cup final. It's interesting this tonight because you've got a Villarreal team who have got recent history of winning a penalty shootout. And in the Chelsea ranks, you've got players from both sides of that Euro 2020 shootout at Wembley.
No. I can't bear this, man. I can't bear the tension. I can't bear this, man.
The walk is the hardest.
Come on, Havertz.
So the German coach sends the German player to take the first.
Come on, Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, you're German, you should score. I'm not going to say it.
At the end of last season, and he sees it saved. And his first blood to Villarreal, and Sergio Asensio with the first big save of the shootout, and Havertz trudges back disappointedly to the centre circle.
Yeah, simple enough, wasn't it? Wasn't well struck with his left peg. Asensio goes left, saves it quite comfortably. I mean, the Villarreal bench went absolutely crazy when he saved that. I know it means a lot to win this trophy, but wow.
So Havertz scored the goal in the Champions League final. Gerard Moreno is going to take the first penalty for Villarreal, scored their goal in open play against Manchester United at the back end of last season. He's scored already tonight, and he's going to be the first player to test Kepa Arrizabalaga. Now this is going to be the first involvement of any description.
Come on, Kepa!
Goalkeeper. Up steps Moreno, and in off the post. He had a stroke of luck. The Villarreal lead 1-0.
Right there, that's not a stroke of luck. That's just right in the back of the net.
That's a good pen. There's
brilliant pen.
No goalkeeper in the world is going to save that. At the end of the day, though, that's the key. When you have shootouts, if your opponents miss, you've got to score the next one to put all the pressure then on the next player coming up, and that is Azpilicueta.
Come on, Captain Aspin. Come on, Captain Aspin.
There's no longer a stroke of luck.
Just go straight down the middle. Straight.
Yes!
Yes!
Excellent penalty from the Chelsea.
That's how you take a penalty. Kai Havertz. That's how you take a penalty. Because our captain showed you just how. Come
But he's guessed again the right
Come
way.
on, Aspin.
It's interesting. Keepers staying just
Come
a little
on.
bit, what, 6 inches behind the line, and then he's stepping onto the line. So his momentum's already going one way or the other. But it was a good penalty.
Sorry if I do stand up, folks. It's just a bit nervous, tension. But you might be able to hear me.
Who's next?
Kepa.
So 1-1 in the shootout.
Move this just in case.
And this to keep Villarreal with the advantage.
Come on! Yeah! Kepa Arrizabalaga! Fucking love you! Woo! Come on! Come on! Come on, Kepa! Woo! Come on, Kepa, play! Come on, Kepa!
So Alonso next. Marcos.
Oh, it's Marcos. Woo!
Both sides have scored more
Woo!
than this one.
Woo! Need a drink. Where's your head going? I'm not sure to see your head. Come on, Marcos!
Short run here.
Come on, Marcos!
Alonso.
Yes! Yes!
Chelsea with their noses in front for the first time in the shootout.
Come on!
Great penalty, really was. And
Marcos!
Marcos
Marcos Alonso! Marcos Alonso!
Slips a little bit, doesn't he? But,
Come on!
He looked confident.
Come on!
Well taken penalty by Alonso, and the spotlight back on Kepa. Chelsea 2-1 ahead. 3 penalties to go though for.
Is it how stupid that?
Yellow card now for Kepa for delaying the taking of the kick. It's all happening out there.
Is it how stupid? Oh, it's how stupid that! It's how stupid that! It's FIFA guy, how stupid that!
How
Oh!
cool was that? Not a problem. 2-2.
Ah!
Just waiting for Kepa to go, wasn't he? Very cool customer.
Emery pensive.
I can't bear this!
Mason Mount next up for Chelsea.
Oh, it's Mounty Boy! It's Mounty Boy!
So 2-2.
Just blast it. Just blast it straight on the middle. Come on, Mason! Mounty boy! Come on, Mason! Woo! Mounty boy! Mounty boy! I've got to do this for Mason Mount since my stance. Mason Mount dance! Mounty boy! I do it every time Mason Mount scores because he's like my one of my favourite players at Chelsea, so Mason Mount, we got to do it again. Hey! Ho! That's because Mason Mount scored. It's Gomez!
Some of them can't.
Mario Gomez! His name, it sounds like Mario. Come on! Come on, Keps! Come on, Kepa! Arisa Malana!
There is the referee to make him replace it. As a taker, you just want to get it over quickly.
Oh!
Went the right way, guess right, too much power on the penalty, and it's 3-3.
He needed to be accurate there. If it does go the right way, let's see how close it is. He's right into that corner, actually, Gomez.
I can't.
Petr Cech looking on, Emery grits his teeth, Jorginho steps forward just as he did for Italy against England in the summer. Jordan Pickford denying him then.
It doesn't bode well, it doesn't bode well mentioning that. No, don't mention about the missed penalty.
Right the previous game, and where's he going to go now?
So 3-3, the fifth penalty here for Chelsea to be taken by their number 5, who's one of the best in the business.
Oh, he took it like he didn't care. He took it like it didn't matter a jot. Oh, but Jorginho, he took it like it was, easy. He took it like it was easy. He took it like it was easy.
I think with Jorginho, you've got to throw him a dummy first, surely.
He doesn't throw him a dummy, he just jumps and does it. He's Jorginho for you, mate.
So he's done his bit, Jorginho. And now all the pressure in the world falls onto the shoulders.
I'm at the moment. My legs are on jelly right now.
It's an opportunity for Kepa Arrizabalaga to be the hero.
My legs are like jelly right now.
To score.
Champions of Europe! We are!
Chelsea. And he makes it look so easy.
I can't.
Go to sudden death.
I can't take this anymore. I can't take it.
That's a really good penalty in the sense that the pressure that he's on there, his body shape looks like he's going in the other corner and whips it across. Very good penalty.
So next up, Christian Pulisic. And now we really are down to the business end of all of this. Any kind of slip up on either side is likely to prove extremely costly.
Who's taking? Christian Pulisic! Oh, he took a penalty! Come on, Paul!
Short run up for Chelsea.
Where? Wakanda forever, American! American, enjoy it! Christian Pulisic is got a penalty to win the Americans the Gold Cup after winning the Champions League for Chelsea. Might have just done it for us. It's for Kepa Arrizabalaga.
As a player with Tottenham Hotspur connections.
1 point. Oh, this would have been right on the old
cost. The score.
Now, an ex-Tottenham player, 1 point. It's on 1.
Taker of Villarreal. Foyt against Kepa.
Well, Keps
scores.
He went a bit early there, Kepa, didn't he? I think he was trying to save him out a bit. He starts going already to his right before he's even there.
My legs have got nothing left.
1 point
after that Kepa save. My legs are in track.
Antonio Rudiger
is
next for Chelsea.
He's never took a penalty. He took it like it didn't matter! Woo!
I've got to say, I was a bit nervous for him. It was a hell of a penalty.
Rudy! Here we go! Rudy! Yeah, that's when you do Superman. Because that guy is literally Superman. He literally took a player out, let do an old-fashioned tackle from the 60s, and then he just did a penalty like he didn't care a jot. Oh!
In the Villarreal squad is next up, the man who wears the captain's armband, Raul Albiol.
I'm physically like so on jelly legs right now because of this.
And he has to score.
Come on, Kepa! Yeah! Champions! Champions! Come on! Champions of Europe! Oh! Oh! Kepa! Kepa's a hero! Come on! Oh! Get it! Come on! Fucking get it! Come on!
Fantastic save at the end there, and good work from Tuchel.
Come on! We're champions! We have won the UEFA Super Cup! 6-5 on penalties, come on!
And you've got to be happy for him because he finds it so hard to get a game these days because Mendy came to the club and was irreplaceable last season.
We are!
He came off the bench, he hadn't touched the ball, he saved 2 penalties, a significant one from Albiol. Chelsea have won the Super Cup and Kepa's the toast of the town.
And that's all you can see.
Full time! Chelsea! 6-5 winners on penalties after 1-1 in normal time. We are champions again! Get in!
He's been nice and strong when he gets his reward tonight, to get his moments in the sun.
So Chelsea get it done via the shooting.
What a stroke of masters!
The first one. Aspilicueta, Alonso, Mount, Jorginho, Pulisic, then Rudiger.
What a master stroke of genius from our manager. And it worked!
And then even more significantly in sudden death, a save from Raul Albiol. And after 90 minutes plus 30
And champions again!
have won the 2021 UEFA Super Cup.
Come on! Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification.